I got to do this one live because you know what happened?
Do it live!
Do it live!
Corporate Greg took all my time showing me how to work and cook up wontons in the microwave.
Oh,
Were they
right.
Bibigos?
Bibigo.
Well, of course, because it's a Bibigo Ticket Friday, boys.
Beautiful.
Right.
Guess what's ahead today? You could win this beautiful Bibigo freezer bag with product inside. You see the product?
Yep.
Wait, here, hold this.
Okay, yeah.
This is the gochujang sauce.
Oh, I put that on. Oh, wait a minute. I put that on my
Hot and
wonton.
sweet sauce?
Yeah, it's super good.
Just like you, hot and sweet.
Hot and sweet.
Yeah, that stuff's
Want me to-
great.
Want me to squirt some on you?
No, thank you, though. I appreciate
And
the offer.
inside the bag will be 2 tickets to Lakers Clippers Sunday night at Crypto.
How about that?
The rebirth.
Yeah. That is
The
fantastic.
comeback. You can have tickets to the comeback of the in-season tournament champion Lakers.
So how do they win
Just
this?
listen.
Listen?
To be, when you say be caller number 7. Now, here's the important thing.
Right.
That's it. All they got to do is listen. They
This
don't, we're
doesn't
not
have to-
making them jump through a lot of
No,
hoops
no
here.
hoops today.
No hoops.
This doesn't have to be in the middle of the show. What if you sneak on to between a commercial and say, caller number 7?
So it could be any time between now and 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Anytime
that's right.
between now
Because we
and
got the
3.
combo plate.
Right, we got the combo play today. You know who else is Pepe Mantilla, Popery of Lies today?
Do you know we have an engineering setup going on today in the studio when Pepe comes here? Because he's back here.
Yes, he is.
And it makes the entire room sound hollow.
Yeah.
So
Right.
I'm going to be working the knobs of
Oh,
the processing.
nice. Yeah.
You know, I know how
you're good
You're
with
going to be
knobs.
working the what?
Yeah.
the knobs.
He's
Okay.
good. He's working the knobs.
I'm good with the knobs.
Yes,
The
you are.
knobs.
Yep.
To try to engineer this mic specifically for Pepe.
Oh, good.
Because it doesn't seem like he's going anywhere.
Because we want to hear every lie in crystal clear.
Because on the YouTube,
Yeah.
you can't understand what Michael or Pepe are saying.
Is that right?
Because Michael's not wearing headphones, so the mic's like right here, and then Pepe's back here. So we're gonna work the knobs.
Can I ask you a question? Yesterday,
Yes,
you pointed out that people can see what's on my computer.
I did because I went. First, let's do
That can't be good.
Because we're just talking over our Gremlins bed. Start the show. Mason and I on an effing Friday afternoon right now.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Well, I noticed it on Wednesday because I was at home in the home office watching you guys do the combo play.
Yes.
And when Sedano said something that we don't like to get out over the air, the actual radio.
Oh,
air,
right.
He said
Somebody hit
something.
the dump button?
He feverishly went to hit the dump button.
Yes.
Yeah, and I hit it too.
And then I could also notice that you were feverishly looking through the community to try to see if anybody noticed that.
That is correct.
Because you turn your monitor to where that camera picks it
That
up.
camera.
So yesterday I watched you through the camera
Yeah.
look up necklaces for 5 minutes.
It's true.
I mean,
Well,
it's-
he's going with this chain look.
Yeah.
No.
So,
Sedano and Ireland were doing their own show, and
They
you
were.
were paying no attention.
I just got out of the way. I'm like, no, you guys are going to, okay, let me just. By the way, the Jackson Chain people, I've talked about how commercial work. And I
Not
bought
to be
a chain.
confused with the Jackson 5.
They reached
or
out
Jackson
to me.
Limousine.
Or our friends at Jackson Limousine.
They reached out and said, you know what? We listened to the show. Thank you so much. And we're going to send you something
You're getting more
to add
chains.
to your collection.
You're going to actually
2 chains.
Well, see, 2 chains is taken, but 3 chains is
gotta go 3
available.
chains.
You got to go
chains.
3.
That
Three
is
chain
nice.
mace?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Matter
one-
of fact, some broadcaster, some NBA broadcaster, 2 chains was in at a game.
Yep.
And this NBA guy goes, the color guy goes, you know who that is, right? And the broadcaster goes, no idea. He goes, that's 2 chains. Never heard of him. 2 Chainz heard about it and came up to where the guy was and confronted him about it. Like, oh, you want a piece of me? I'm right here. And the announcer's like, I have no idea who you are.
I don't know who you are. 2 Chainz.
Like you could be on the big screen at Crypto. It could say, and instead of saying Steve Mason, it would just say 3 Chainz.
3 Chainz.
I think it would be your thing.
Oh, that's kind of
Are
classic.
you wearing any
right?
chain today?
I'm wearing one. I'm wearing this chain today.
I mean, if you go
It's
to
a nice
3
one.
chains, you should really just go to like 8 chains.
No.
Just like really
I
go
don't want to
full
be like
force.
Morales with his bracelets. You have so many bracelets around your. What
Well,
is
wait,
the meaning?
he needs those to get into all his various
What is
clubs.
the meaning of all the bracelets? What are you going for?
We've done this. There's 3 of them that have a jaguar because that's my spirit animal.
That is your spirit
What a
animal.
jaguar does is just rests all day.
Okay.
And then, but when he's in the tree,
Right.
But then when he goes,
He goes.
once he gets that paw on you,
That sounds like you.
Yeah, that's over. Lights out. Lights out.
then one is a Tiffany bracelet with my initials that my parents gave me. One
Wow,
is from
very nice.
one is a bracelet my mom brought me back from Italy.
Ah.
One is our Folds of Honor black gold wristband.
Very nice.
This says GKB ESPN, which was given to us when they bought the radio station.
Now, do you leave those on at all times, or
No.
you take them off when you go to sleep?
I take them off when I go to sleep or
Okay.
perform any sort of functions
Okay.
Like with the knobs.
with the knobs or just, taking a shower.
Exactly.
Or playing golf. You can't keep the bracelets on when you play golf.
You don't play. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd
that
be
makes
distracting.
sense. That
Might-
would be
might
distracting.
Chris might miss that birdie putt. We
Yeah,
don't want
exactly.
to see that happen.
So I think that you can't just wear 3 chains all the same size.
No,
you have to stagger them.
This is a 20, and I ordered a 22. So I'll
I want to see you go
22.
big. What's 50 look like?
Well, 50 will just be.
That's
like
going to be
this.
down.
That's going to be That's going to be like Flavor Flav.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I just
That'll be like next to the brajol.
just this.
Yeah.
That's all. That's all.
Are you going all like? You should stagger
All
it. Gold,
silver.
white
I
gold.
don't like gold. I only like silver.
All right. Well, that was all. That was my contribution
All right,
for the
there you
day.
go. That was
I got to
it.
get ready for 3:00.
Hey,
because
we're giving-
corporate Greg and I today are hanging out with Shan.
No way. It's Shadano,
That's the show?
Bergman, and
What was that
Morales.
supposed to mean?
I'm asking, is that the show?
but you didn't.
Greg, and George?
No, but you didn't say it like that. You put some stank on it.
He didn't say, "Is that a show?"
He's like,
he
"Oh,
said,
that's the show."
That's
No,
the
I
show.
said, is that the show?
Yeah.
The 3 of you.
Boy, you take everything so personally.
I'm sorry, we don't have
It's
Pepe
like,
and
well,
Michael.
you know, everybody's in this mood now. Everybody's walking on eggshells because of this Laker stuff. Everybody's all
It
like
is true.
nervous.
Yeah.
There is a lot of even in our building.
There's tension in the
There's
air.
a lot of disjointedness. There's a lack of communication. That's what we're dealing with. Just
And,
lack
and
of
this would be
communication.
later today would be an example of another rotation change.
Exactly.
Another lineup change.
Nobody knows when they're going to play. Oh,
Right.
Bergman's
Oh,
playing.
you're
this
trying to rip the
afternoon.
combo plate?
Yes.
No, I love the combo play, but
the
This is
Lake-
actually
the
all
Lakers-
Kaplan's fault because he
Yeah,
has to
not
take
here.
another week off.
Yes.
Yeah, but this is what everybody is pointing fingers at the Lakers about. They say they can't get their rotations right. So either can we. We
true.
can't get our rotations right on that afternoon show. It's somebody different every day.
Changing them.
Yeah, I like how you blamed me for yesterday.
Totally your fault.
Why is that?
That Mason
what
had
happened
to do
yesterday?
double
Yeah,
show?
Yeah. How is it my
Why did you
fault?
not get someone else other than Mason?
Because we thought it was a good idea.
He was asked a week before.
Correct.
And did I? It
You
was
didn't-
during
you
my
didn't-
vacation. Do I respond to emails
I guess
during my
we
vacation?
got to pay
I
you
had
even
no
more
idea.
to respond.
No, look. This is be like France. Do not reach out to me when I'm on vacation. Be more French.
Shut off all email and
think-
text
do they have sports
communication
radio
at
in
5
France?
o'clock. Yeah,
Do they pay sports radio people in France that you can
yeah,
build an empire
it's
off of?
24 hours. They talk about Tony Parker and Wembanyama. That's all they do.
No, we asked him because we thought instead of nothing against our fill-ins, we love them,
Right.
but it's the first week of the year. Wouldn't it be cool? Mace and Sedano always do fun shows together.
Yes.
That we ask Mace, and we did do the math. Because of the combo plates, you were gaining 2 hours. So could
Oh,
we ask
God.
him to do an extra hour and a half? That's all.
And it was ask. It wasn't
Yeah,
telling
if you said no,
you
we'd
have
say,
to.
okay.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have been a big deal.
Well, was an
here's,
ask.
here's the thing about it. So Ireland, this is the truth.
Okay.
They asked me on Tuesday to do Wednesday.
No.
Yeah,
You
I
were
believe
asked by
that.
Lindsay last week. You didn't respond.
I was on vacation.
Yeah.
I don't respond
So,
to
by the
emails
way,
on
Chris,
vacation.
if they
the
asked
truth.
him
Tell the
last
truth.
week and he never saw the ask, was he asked?
Oh, he saw the ask.
How do you know?
the guy sends out 40 tweets about his
get-
podcast.
Right, but if he doesn't respond, how
get-
can you? Where is the evidence that he saw it?
I get so many
Text?
emails
No,
about
these-
the
I believe that
schedule.
it was an email and a text.
Update the schedule. Update the schedule. Update the schedule.
Because
It's
if we don't
constantly
update, then you'll say you
changing.
didn't, we never updated
So
you.
I just got into the habit of not opening the notes about the schedule.
There you go.
What about the Lindsay text that said, "Hey Mace, Happy New Year"?
My phone doesn't work when
hey,
I'm on vacation.
hey, he hasn't paid an attention to a Lindsay text in 4 years.
Now see, we didn't have to circle all the way. By the way, Laura, you take candy canes. Just take the box.
No, I'm fat.
Here you go. Here you go.
Yeah.
Take the whole thing.
All right.
Would you like a Santa Claus Pez dispenser? I got one of those
Now,
too.
John,
for some
do you not
reason.
want to ask us? Because again, Sedano and I have said that you're sort of the meat shield for Mace.
Right.
He complains to you, and then you do the dirty work.
Yeah.
My God.
Do you?
He said, yeah.
Yeah.
Right there.
What do you want? So what do you want?
ridiculous.
What do you want to know?
Do you moving forward?
Yeah.
As Mr. Mason's representation,
Yes. Yeah.
Would you like us not to ask him to do any extra work?
I would.
Okay.
I said.
Do you know what he told me off the air? In all seriousness,
Oh, God.
this ain't happening again.
That is 100%
Well,
true. That's a true life conversation.
Corporate Greg and I
So
yesterday.
to answer your question, Chris, yes, you're reading this perfectly right.
See? I know how to read things. Yesterday, Corporate Greg and I made such a stink in a positive way about Mason Sedano were great on the combo plate.
had
And then
fun.
guess what happened? Because Sedano had to go. Ireland, we would have never guessed. Ireland came in at 5 o'clock.
It was great.
And it was a beautiful thing, and it shows what a great team we are.
Yeah.
And now there's, well, you don't want to do
It's
this.
all about team.
But not you, Mace. John was a
Wait a
great
minute,
team.
not me.
No,
Wait, no, he worked more than I did.
I did.
Ireland
work the
was a
extra
great
2.5
teammate.
hours.
One of our core values at GKB is honesty. Ireland just there showed a great example of honesty.
Yeah, the honesty is, Mason said, this is never happening
that's-
again.
But you did tell us, Mace, we had to go to your representation.
No, I told Bergman. What did
This
I
is
tell
a
you
great
about
bit
this?
that
Yeah,
John is Mace's
he-
agent now.
No, wait a minute, though. Even though Mace has expressed to me that he never wants to do it again, there is a way
Right.
that we can make this happen again.
Extra week of vacation?
No.
Oh.
Bag of money.
Bag of money. Yeah.
You bring a bag of money and we can talk.
How about some
By the
Bibigo?
way,
Bibigo won't work.
By the way,
no, Mike.
Mason said to me.
Massage chair for when he goes to Palm Desert.
Yeah.
That would get it done.
So Mason said to me afterwards, I don't want to make this a habit.
Well,
that's
he
okay.
said
I
to
think
me,
that's-
this ain't never happening
So,
again.
I think that was fair.
he couched it nicely to me and told you hell no to you.
Exactly.
Correct. Well, go with John's
And
answer.
it's still your fault,
yeah,
Greg.
It's absolutely.
Well, that was fun,
you.
boys. Have fun.
All right, great.
Well, we only got an hour and a half
Yeah.
left.
And-
This
and
show,
we're
we got a
giving-
lot of stuff,
And
too.
it's-
Go ahead.
And we're giving away Laker tickets.
Yeah, with Bibigo.
You can be there for the Renaissance, the comeback,
The Renaissance?
the return to the in-season tournament Lakers starts tonight.
God.
We're getting it all straightened out. We're going to quell the fears of all Laker fans with a big victory tonight over the Grizzlies.
They gotta get it.
They're getting it.
They gotta get it.
Guaranteed
Oh, really?
tonight. Guaranteed victory.
Guaranteed. Tonight, guaranteed.
Guaranteed. Wow. We're winning tonight.
All right, coming up next for you. First, I wanted to mention, too, Fifth Row Fridays is coming back next week.
Yeah, it is.
So you want to make sure to be listening Monday for your chance to win Lakers tickets
And this
in
is
the
weird.
fifth row.
There are few things I enjoy more than meeting the Fifth Row Friday winners.
Yeah.
They are so appreciative and so happy to be there, and they don't realize how great it is. I mean, you're so close to the court, you can hear people cussing at each other.
Yeah.
And cussing at the ref and yelling and screaming. These seats are way better than the seats Michael and I call the game from.
Yeah.
Michael and I are in like row 20. These are... By the way, fifth row is the farthest back you're going to be. Like the last four winners, we've had them in like the third row. So Fifth Row Friday is my favorite thing that we do. It's
It is awesome.
And it's
So,
coming back Monday.
Comes back Monday for Bergman, I think you said 10 weeks.
Yes, 10 straight
Nice.
weeks.
10 straight weeks. All right, coming up next for you, John, Sports Illustrated, which we sort of trust and sort of don't now because of the AI thing. Their writers, we think they're real people, made predictions for 2024, and it's not going to make Dodger fans very happy. We got that coming up for you. In the meantime, I've been working with the L.A. County Department of Mental Health, and I've been extremely honest about my mental health struggles over the years, and I have had some ups and I've had some downs, and there have been some mental health days in there, and I do what I can to manage it and take care of myself, and hopefully that's what you're doing. If you're feeling depressed, or you're feeling anxious, or you're feeling overwhelmed, life is just too much for you, there's nothing wrong with it, and there's nothing wrong with reaching out for help. And the L.A. County Department of Mental Health is here for you 24/7 with free emotional support, service referrals, crisis counseling, and just plain help. 24/7, 800-854-7771. That's 800-854-7771, or visit dmh.lacounty.gov. That's dmh.lacounty.gov. Your mental health is critical. The L.A. County Department of Mental Health provides hope and recovery and well-being. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Hey, John Ireland here, and I'm at my local Ralph's in front of the Bibigo display, and here's why. The Lakers and Ralph's are doing a sweepstakes, and you could win courtside seats to a Laker game. The question I get more than anything else is, how do I get in those courtside seats? This is how. You come to a local Ralph's, you spend at least $10 on Bibigo. Then you take your receipt and you send it to this web address, lakers.com/Bibigo sweeps. That's lakers.com/Bibigo sweeps. It's the contest runs from now through February 6th. So all you got to do is go to Ralph's, get some Bibigo, and send in that receipt. Well, as long as I'm here. You can never have enough Bibigo.
Bibigo, the official game day snack of the Los Angeles Lakers.
Big news, Laker fans. John Ireland here. You can now stream every Lakers game
on the ESPN LA app. Don't miss a second of the action with Michael Thompson and I on the call. Plus, all your live and local Lakers talk every day in the palm of your hand.
You're one tap away from everything Lakers.
You could even win Lakers tickets.
Download the ESPN LA app. And bam!
Download the ESPN LA app at the App Store and Google Play.
Hey, people, it's Friday. Gotta love that. It's combo plate today. So we are on till 3, and then you get a little Shidano with Bergman and with Morales.
And Michael and Pepe should be running around here someplace.
Yeah.
Get them in here, Greg.
And you know what?
It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday.
So many people complain when I play that, but
Who
I
cares?
I like it.
People complain about everything.
My mom, by the way, says I don't even respond to her when I'm on vacation. So there you go.
I don't even reach out to you when you're on vacation.
No, if I'm not responding to my mom, it means I'm definitely not responding to Lindsay.
That's fair.
Yeah. Thank you. So, John, you came across this article from Sports Illustrated. I don't know how to feel about Sports Illustrated anymore now that they
Well,
pulled
they
that
still
stuff
have
with
some
them.
good writers, but yeah, they are a suspect organization after that story came out that they're making up, they're writing stories with AI.
Yes, and making up writers to write stories.
Yeah.
So anyway, they've sort of cleaned that up, and there's an article today with their predictions for 2024.
And overwhelmingly,
Yeah, it's amazing.
the number one prediction from all these quote-unquote experts is that the Dodgers are going to crash and burn.
Yep. And I mean, it's like 5 of the experts are saying
Right. Which
Ooh,
I
five
think
whole people.
I think there's a little Schadenfreude involved there. They're a little jealous that the Dodgers got all these things. But having said that, if you study baseball, the team with the highest payroll and the favorite at the beginning of the year to win the World Series, and the Dodgers are both,
Yep.
rarely wins it.
Rarely.
Statistically, those experts are probably right. They're not going to win the World Series.
And I think Dodger fans need to be prepared for the fact that much of the country thinks the Dodgers are just trying to buy a World Series.
Right. And the Yankees have been trying that forever. It's worked a couple of times, but most of the time it doesn't work.
There was an era where it worked really well, but look, they're going to be very, very good.
But there's some weird stuff coming out of Dodgerville. Like, for example, Greg, do you see this?
Which part?
6-man rotation.
Yeah.
They're talking about a 6-man rotation.
Great.
Teams have done that when they're in a pinch, but I can't remember a team ever announcing it at the start of a season and saying, this is what we're doing for the whole year. 6-man
Well,
rotation.
the Angels did it when Ohtani was healthy. They went to a 6-man rotation.
But doesn't it also...
Didn't he pitch on Saturdays or something?
Well, that was Kershaw.
Oh, that was Kershaw, right?
Yeah, but I think this is mostly around Yamamoto, who hasn't thrown
as many innings.
Right.
It's around a lot. So, yes, it's around Yamamoto. It's around Walker Buehler coming back at some point, and he's coming off his second Tommy John. It's just Glasnow has been somebody that's been injured a lot in the past, so giving him a little extra rest, not a bad thing. The guys that you have on your roster that are going to be pitching right now, they need extra space. So if you can have 6 guys going and let them rest their arms,
if we had to guess who the 6 are, who
Bob
are
Miller,
they?
young.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bobby Miller,
Yamamoto.
Yamamoto,
Tyler Glasnow.
Tyler Glasnow. hoping Walker Buehler.
Okay, he should be back. Dustin May, not yet, right?
Not yet.
What about Gonsolin?
Not yet. They're going to be way, if at all this year, but way.
Is
August,
Emmett
September.
Sheehan in this rotation?
Yeah, Emmett Sheehan.
Yeah, so
and
that's
then
6.
That's 5.
That's 5. Then the other, they'll either go out and get somebody else, or there's also.
Yeah, they're not.
Well, what about? Wait a minute.
they're not done.
Kershaw could be the 6th.
But that won't be at the end until end of summer, right?
Right.
So there's no. It's Michael Grove, and there's another guy that I'm blanking on.
Well, and they may not be done. I mean,
Yeah, no, I
I don't
have a
think
feeling
it's
they're not
only
done.
it's only January. Wait, hey, what do you guys think? Honestly,
Gavin Stone.
Gavin.
Oh, yeah,
Stone.
that's the
There
other
you go.
did you guys see the interview with Trevor Bauer yesterday?
It was actually.
Was it over the weekend?
I did not see it.
Okay, so basically his point is that he's accepting responsibility that he screwed up.
Mm-hmm.
He's been out of base. He's served all his suspensions. He's been out of baseball for 2 years.
Yep.
He's pitching in South Korea. I don't think the Dodgers can bring him back. I think there's too much water under the bridge. But would you have a problem if another team signed him?
Well, would I have a problem if somebody? I'm not. Look, I don't want him on my team. That's my take on it.
I don't
want him
think he can be on your team.
Correct.
Yeah. I don't think the Dodgers can revisit it.
If somebody else wants to take the massive PR hit, they can sign him. Look, it's up to them. I don't believe he should be blocked from pitching in Major League Baseball. If somebody wants to roll the dice and say, "Yeah, we'll try it,"
and if you study the case that got him suspended, it has been resolved. It's a he said, she said thing, but it has been resolved. So, Greg, if a team that desperately needs pitching, if the Angels went out and offered a contract with Trevor Bauer, you got any issue with that?
No, it's their money, what they want to do with it. I don't want him on the Dodgers.
Well, do you agree with me? Do you agree with me that they can't reopen that box?
Absolutely not.
No,
never again. But he needs. We were talking about on Travis Sliwa earlier that he needs to be on a team that is just kind of in the shadows. That doesn't do anything.
And the Angels kind of fit that
description.
description. The media doesn't cover the Angels. Everybody kind of assumes that Artie Moreno's going to screw it up anyway. Ohtani liked playing for the Angels because, I mean, let's put it this way. The Angels are unique. They're in a market where all the media is 60 to 70 miles away and doesn't go down there.
Yeah.
Like, you very rarely see TV stations down there. You don't see radio stations. They have a beat writer covering them. But the Angels don't even travel a radio guy.
Right.
I mean, they're kind of like this. They're almost a team on vacation.
Yeah. Although I'll say this: the other, so you're saying toil away in obscurity for Trevor Bauer.
Right.
Another possibility is go somewhere where they don't really give a flying. You know what? Like Houston.
I think there's an issue.
That's actually interesting. Yeah,
Houston's the kind of team.
Houston is so hated.
Yep.
That they'll just. It'll just blend in with all the other stuff.
Yeah,
that
Berman,
people
what
hate
do you
him
think?
for.
Trevor Bauer to the Astros.
They would absolutely do it
They
because
would.
They just don't care. They're villains. But
Well, I don't know anything about it.
I did a deep dive on him today. Greg, I only read about 2, but it appears
in different states.
But it appears that there will be no criminal charges. I mean, there may be some civil cases,
right?
But the criminal charges have gone away. I
mean,
never
that's a
think
problem
people.
in
I never
itself.
think we can throw people away. If he's good enough to pitch and he served a 2-year suspension, I'd be okay if somebody else gave him a chance.
So-
He'll be on a very short leash.
So if he was bad, let's say he was a guy he was a
Bad on the field or
bad
off?
on the field.
Yeah, well then they'll just cut him.
Then you wouldn't care. Then you wouldn't say he should be back because of all the things.
Well, it's
okay.
going to be performance based. He's going to be. I mean, if he doesn't pitch well,
So
they'll
it's
just
the
cut
old
him
like
anyway.
if you're good enough to play, then we don't care about the other stuff that you're doing as long as you're good enough to play.
Right. Yeah.
I think that's not right.
Well, but that's life.
Unfortunately.
You know? Yeah.
Ray Rice was he was let back just for the preseason and never came back.
You know, weirdly, I noticed this weekend, didn't they put him in the Baltimore Ravens Ring of Honor or something?
I know he he walked out with his wife and like presented the colors or something, but I don't know.
Is that what it was?
I don't know if they put him in the Ring of Honor or whatever they call it.
And it's not throwing them away. It's just saying this is not what you can do in front of forward-facing, front-facing type of person. You can go do any other job, whatever you can do, you build yourself up into anything else, but baseball is gone.
Well, I disagree. So Aroldis Chapman was suspended from baseball. The Dodgers actually traded for him.
Tried to.
Tried to, yeah.
No, they completed the trade.
You
And
think it was-
I
did they
know
go
for a
through?
fact.
Okay.
They agreed to it. He was coming to the Dodgers.
How'd they get out of it?
Then he shot up the whole.
No, that was before.
No, they got a ton of blowback
Yeah.
before the trade. The agreement on the trade was made, the terms, and they got a ton of blowback from primarily female fans because he basically walked into a garage where his the mother of his child was holding a baby, and he scared her by firing shotguns into the air.
Yes.
And then, so the Dodgers said, not a good fit for us, we're out. Right away, the Cubs went and signed him, and he pitched against the Dodgers and knocked them out of the playoffs that year. It was the year the Cubs won the World Series.
Yeah, I still
Doesn't
think the
make
Dodgers did the right thing.
Yeah, it doesn't make it right. The
but
Dodgers did the right thing.
my point here is, Greg, not all organizations are going to treat this the same way.
Right.
If the Dodgers pass, and I think 100% they will on Bauer.
Oh, yeah, they're not in.
Somebody like the Astros will just say, well, if he can pitch, we'll take him.
Right.
So we'll see.
Yeah, and I'm happy that the Dodgers do the right thing in this situation, and that's why we're not seeing Julio Urias back.
Yeah.
Now, that's another one. He's had 2 strikes.
Yeah, no, he's
I think
never
he's
coming
going to
back.
have to
Bauer kind of does too.
Well, but Bauer
He
went
has
and
more than-
served kind of a 2-year penalty. I think Urias is going to have to do the same thing. I don't think anybody's bringing him back next year.
No way.
No way.
No way. All right, coming up next. Oh, look who's here. It is the sometimes friendly, sometimes grumpy Michael Thompson.
Yeah, it was for Michael 99% of the time is in a good
I heard a
mood.
promo that ran on the air where Michael was like berating us.
Falsely accused. I was
You called us stupid.
I was correcting you.
Well, we often are stupid.
And by the way, guys like Trevor Bauer, Julio Urias,
Yeah.
they should never be allowed back in because of stupidity.
Because
You don't-
of stupidity.
Well,
no,
put
so
yourself in that situation.
I've heard this before, and it makes some sense. You're not arguing that they don't have the talent. You're arguing they're too stupid to be on your
For
team.
putting themselves in this situation, ban them. You're an idiot. You're an athlete, high profile, making a ton of money. You gotta know.
There is
So wait a minute.
wait a
So-
minute. There is some merit to the argument Michael is making
Okay.
in this sense. Even if the guy is an exceptional pitcher and he can get people out, if he's going to poison your team to the point where it affects other guys, then you don't want him.
No, and if he's stupid enough to put himself in a domestic violence situation, I don't want that kind
Although,
of
don't you
idiot.
believe, Michael? See, I'm a big free market fan.
Yeah.
My team, I don't want Trevor Bauer.
Sure.
Don't want him.
Yeah.
But if somebody else wants to do it, that's on them.
Yeah.
They can deal with the public
Of course.
relations blowback and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I don't believe MLB should ban Trevor Bauer from pitching.
And a lot of it is mood of the country at the time.
It's going to spin the wheel of questions. Mason in Ireland, Michael Thompson hanging out. John Ireland is here. At some point, somebody is going to win a Bibigo ticket
Pepe
prize
just
package.
walked in.
Pepe's here.
The liar is here.
Bibigo Ticket Friday all day today. Your chance to win a bag of Bibigo along with a pair of tickets to Sunday's Lakers game. Bibigo, the official game day snack of the Los Angeles Lakers. Mason in Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, you heard me talk about iSpot Active. Go to this website, iSpotActive.com. If you get sore after you run, play tennis, play basketball, play golf, walking around, hiking, whatever, iSpot Active can make you feel better. I'm a big cryotherapy user. I've been going to cryo places for years. You got to pay $50 to $75 every time you go in there. Not with iSpot Active. You buy one of their compression shirts or pants that come with ice cold gel packs. You put them on, you wear them for 20 minutes, and every time I do, I feel better. So iSpot Active is the way to go. Go to that website, iSpotActive.com. You'll see Hall of Famer James Worthy. He's a big believer in the product. There's a testimonial from a doctor on there. It'll answer any questions you have, and you can order right from the site at iSpotActive.com. Everybody I've turned on to this thing swears by it. Check it out for yourself. They have a 30-day money-back guarantee, so if you don't like it, if it doesn't click, if it doesn't hit, they'd be happy to give you your money back, but I haven't met anybody yet who's done that. But it's available to you for peace of mind. iSpot Active, iSpotActive.com.
Hey, John Ireland here, and I'm at my local Ralph's in front of the Bibigo display, and here's why. The Lakers and Ralph's are doing a sweepstakes, and you could win courtside seats to a Laker game. The question I get more than anything else is, how do I get in those courtside seats? This is how. You come to a local Ralph's, you spend at least $10 on Bibigo. Then you take your receipt and you send it to this web address, lakers.com/Bibigo sweeps. That's Lakers.com/BBGO sweeps. It's the contest runs from now through February 6th. So all you got to do is go to Ralph's, get some Bibigo, and send in that receipt. Well, as long as I'm here. You can never have enough Bibigo.
Bibigo, the official game day snack of the Los Angeles Lakers.
Is the biggest show on the radio. Mason and Ireland here each weekday 1 to 4 p.m. You know what it's time for? What is this? It's time for Wheel of Questions. Producer Brian Cohen, are you ready with that wheel? Hit it, Jack.
All right, here we go. It's a full house. Pepe's here now. Yeah, I'm going to throw something out there. It just came up on the wheel. It's not really a hypothetical question.
Make it a good one.
All right. Michael?
That's not being grumpy.
I think good. I like that. Recommend one book. Recommend one book.
Michael, when's the last time you read a book?
Was it like a pop-up book where the
All
pictures pop up?
I think I am very well read.
Yes,
but
you are.
The last book I read
was in high school.
Kind of.
Was a textbook at the University
on
of
my
Minnesota.
on my own, without having being required to read it.
That's right. You didn't read it, Minnesota.
Was Peter Benchley's Jaws.
You read the book?
That's the book I read.
That's
the last book.
That's a
I'm not
scary-ass
into
book.
books. I'm into more movies and documentaries and current events.
Okay.
What, Pepe? What? Is that a problem, Pepe?
Hang on a second.
Wait a minute.
Get on that, Mike.
Yeah, go to the middle. Where
give him a coloring book so he can follow the instructions.
That's your book, a coloring book. Pepe,
now
recommend one
now
book.
you're
This
good,
is
Pepe.
better.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
What's wrong with me reading Jaws?
The problem with you is that probably the last book that you read was the phone book.
Yeah, true. And it's been a few years.
And then he couldn't find the number.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Pepe, can you recommend one book to people?
Wow, many books.
Don Cohete?
Pick one.
Have you heard of Gabriel Garcia Marquez?
Oh, yeah. Great.
Okay.
I finished a book at his house in Colombia. I finished a Gabriel Garcia Marquez book
Which
in
book?
Colombia.
Which book?
Is that the lie of the day?
No, it isn't.
100 years.
I really did.
100 years of solitude.
I knew I was going to Colombia, and I was like, oh, Gabriel Garcia Marquez. And then I finished the book,
What's
made
it
sure I
about?
finished it right by his
What's it
house.
about?
Don't recall anymore. But I was fantastic in the moment. He writes, it's like magical realism is the style of writing that he does.
Love in Times of Cholera is one of my
That's the one I
favorite
read,
books.
Love in Times of Cholera.
That book you should read.
That's a very famous
I'll
book.
wait for the movie.
Okay. John, recommend a book.
It's out.
I'm surprised, Mike. I want to make sure I get this name right, Michael. I'm surprised you haven't read this book. I want to get the name of it right. I think it's called The Winner Within.
Oh, Pat Riley's?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I
that's
see.
a good one.
Pat Riley. It's about not compromising your personal standards.
Okay.
I already knew that.
Yeah, but you
read the book?
You didn't read Pat Riley's book?
I played for Riley. What's he going to tell me in a book?
Thank you. The excerpts. I've already lived it. I don't have to read it.
You don't even read the signs in the streets, probably.
That's true.
Yeah, true.
You know why, Pepe? Because I always know where I'm going.
John, do you have a book? Is that your book recommendation?
Well, or if I was going to tell people to read one book, I can only recommend one. I would tell them to read A Purpose-Driven Life by Rick Warren, who is a pastor, who talks about how it doesn't really matter what's going on outside your life. Just worry about, what your connection is spiritually, and it's good. So read that.
Got it. Okay, Bergman, recommend one book.
So one book only. It's Channel Blue. It's by Jay Martell, and it's about alien executives are planning the destruction of Earth because Earth is actually just a reality show, like Big Brother style.
That sounds stupid.
By the way,
a guy's on Earth.
By the way, that sounds like a conspiracy theory to me. I'm in on this book.
No, yeah, it's like a Truman Show, but like it's aliens.
What's it called? Channel
Blue by Jay Martell. It's really good because it's.
So if you're going to read a book, why read fiction? Why don't you read something it's real life?
I only read fiction. I don't read.
I only read nonfiction.
I know.
That's interesting.
I'm always looking for
fiction.
good fiction. What about you, Brian? Do you read what book?
I'd probably say The Giver. The book The Giver.
Oh, great book.
It's an older book. Yeah, and now it's actually banned. It's one of those banned books in schools and whatnot.
It's banned?
Yeah, I don't know why. It's
It's
a great
banned
read.
in the school?
Yeah, they just banned it
and
this last year.
They had the movie and all that. The movie wasn't that good.
That's why.
Well, no, it's more of like a dystopia, and it's breaking free of that kind of thing.
It is a great book.
It's a great book.
I highly recommend it.
They have a movie about it too, Michael. It's pretty good.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to recommend one book. I did it actually in my my Mason Mindful Minute today for the LA County Department of Mental Health. Thich Nhat Hanh, The Art of Mindfulness. Might be the most important book I ever read.
Was a teacher.
I think Phil Jackson's big on that book.
Teaches you to be completely in the present moment, teaches you to breathe, teaches you to meditate, teaches you to stay calm.
I do all
Michael,
that.
You're not calm. You come in here all aggravated all the time.
No, I'm not.
So Thich Nhat Hanh, The Art of Mindfulness. All right. Coming up, I screwed 2 o'clock all the day, right?
No, I like to call it.
You want
No, it's What's Up, Fool?
Oh, What's Up, Fool? Okay, good. We're in a mini show today.
I love the
combo plate.
Pepe, how is your game today? Is it the Popery of Lies?
Is it Popery or Popery of Lies?
Well, today is the National Day of Whipped Cream.
Yes,
it is.
Okay,
nice.
in honor of whipped cream, I'm not going to have any questions about whipped cream.
Oh, okay, good. So it will not be a
the mind of Pepe
quiz.
works in mysterious ways.
Exactly.
We'll find. Don't miss his game.
All right. Hey, now it is your turn. I've already taken mine. I'm driving a beautiful Hyundai Elantra, just a beautiful, spectacular hybrid. Right now, I'm working with the Southern California Hyundai dealers, and they have got next-level tech and safety features on their cars. I'm enjoying that now. Hyundai cars and SUVs give you the confidence to boldly journey wherever your life takes you. You can get advantages including available class-exclusive digital key and available remote smart parking assist. And because the road ahead should be as worry-free as possible, you also get complimentary maintenance for 3 years or 36,000 miles and 10 years of America's best warranty. Again, you're talking about the Sonata, the Santa Fe, the Ioniq 6, which is spectacular, the Elantra, which I drive. It is your journey. Own every mile in a brand-new Hyundai. Learn more about Hyundai's award-winning lineup and warranty at buyhyundai.com or see your SoCal Hyundai dealer today. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Hey, John Ireland here, and I'm at my local Ralph's in front of the Bibigo display, and here's why. The Lakers and Ralph's are doing a sweepstakes, and you could win courtside seats to a Laker game. The question I get more than anything else is, how do I get in those courtside seats? This is how. You come to a local Ralph's, you spend at least $10 on Bibigo. Then you take your receipt and you send it to this web address, Lakers.com/Bibigo sweeps. That's Lakers.com/Bibigo sweeps. It's the contest runs from now through February 6th. So all you got to do is go to Ralph's, get some Bibigo, and send in that receipt. Well, As long as I'm here. You can never have enough Bibigo.
Bibigo, the official game day snack of the Los Angeles Lakers.
Big news, Laker fans. John Ireland here. You can now stream every Lakers game on the ESPN LA app. Don't miss a second of the action with Michael Thompson and I on the call. Plus, all your live and local Lakers talk every day in the palm of your hand.
You're one tap away from everything Lakers.
You could even win Lakers tickets.
Download the ESPN LA app. And bam!
Download the ESPN LA app at the App Store and Google Play.
What's Up, Fool? And we've been very excited that What's Up, Fool is made possible by our friends at Dos Hombres. In fact, we've got a special guest voice. Take it away, guest voice.
What's Up, Fool is brought to you by Dos Hombres Mezcal. It's fate. It's friendship. It's mezcal. Dos Hombres.
Look at that. How do I follow that? I don't. So I simply say, take it away, Corporate Craig.
Thanks, Morales. All right, so I saw this earlier. The Orlando Magic are going to retire the number. Do you want to say something, Mason? Your hands in the air.
Yeah, my hands in the air. I was going to say at any moment could be your chance to win our Bibigo gift bag, which great Bibigo product and a pair of tickets to see Lakers Clippers on Sunday. Keep on listening.
Yeah, don't turn the radio off or change the station or else you blow your chance to win Laker tickets. And, Michael, they blow their chance to see the resurgence, the return to the in-season tournament form, which starts tonight.
That's right.
Yeah. Of course. That's
what are you laughing at, Pepe?
I'm not laughing at
Sound like you
It does sound better, Brian.
No doubt. No doubt.
Hey, so the Orlando Magic are, in celebration of their 35th anniversary, they are going to officially retire number 32 in honor of Shaquille O'Neal. He played in Orlando for 4 years. Should his number be retired in Orlando?
100%.
100%.
They have nobody else's number retired.
He made them literally relevant for a few years.
Yeah.
Single-handed.
Got
Dwight
him,
Howard
got him
was-
to their first ever NBA Finals, made it a destination spot. And once they got him, they were able to sign guys like Horace Grant.
Penny was already there, right?
No, they got drafted at the same time, didn't they? Penny and Shaq?
No,
Penny came out the year after.
Penny came the next
year. Yeah. Shaq put Orlando on the map. I have zero problem with them retiring his
I
number.
agree with you.
Yeah. Michael, no.
That's it,
no
Pepe?
problem.
You just agree? No.
Yeah, we're all in on it.
Yeah, okay.
Stop hating on Shaq.
Do you hate Shaq? No. You don't want Shaq to be
today is not the day.
Do you want him to be retired or not? His number retired or not?
Yeah, I'm absolutely okay with it.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it was just a question.
In agreement.
Be okay. It's all right. Don't be so sensitive.
I'm not. You're the one that's saying, today of all days.
Should the Dodgers retire Freddie Freeman's number when he retires?
It's a little early.
Depends. It's way too early.
He's going to be in the Hall of Fame.
If he gets 3 more championships,
Well,
with
that's
Shohei,
like
then
saying,
yeah.
should the Lakers retire Karl Malone's number?
No.
Right.
He was only there for 1 year.
Right, but Freddie's only been there for 2.
But he's going to be here for another 3.
Well, we'll see.
LeBron's going to get his number retired here.
for sure.
And
And
he's
a
been here
statue.
for
He'll get a statue.
4 years?
5 years. now.
5 years?
Yeah, it's his 5th year.
That's totally different
Oh, so-
to the Freddie Freeman. And
Why?
Yeah,
because
Freddie
you're
Freeman
talking
hasn't
about
even
some nonsense.
But
Michael,
he
if he,
wasn't
no,
on the
no,
World
if
Series
he, I
team.
know what you're saying. If he plays out his contract, if he plays 5 years here,
That's a different
and
story.
the Dodgers do win a World Series while he's here, I think, and then
And he's going to be a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. The Dodgers only retire Hall of Famers. Yeah. Is that not true?
But they
They've-
just did.
They've
Fernando.
done 2 that haven't been.
right.
Jim Gilliam, who died young,
Yeah.
and Fernando.
Yeah.
Lakers only retire Hall of Fame numbers.
That's true.
What's up, fool?
And in-season tournament banners.
That's right.
Hey, don't knock it. We have more than the Celtics.
It's cursed. We have gone into the tank since they hung that.
Tonight, the resurgence starts.
There are a lot of teams that don't even have that.
What,
Correct.
a
They
ba-
don't even have that.
A banner?
All other teams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No other team has one.
Yeah.
Take that.
What's up, fool?
All right, guys, I saw the story a couple days ago, and I saw John actually send it in today, and I don't know if I actually believe it.
Okay.
Mikal Bridges says he's eaten Chipotle every single day for 13 years.
Yes.
I've kind of heard these stories before,
yeah,
but
there has to be a day where he hasn't eaten Chipotle.
There must be.
Traveling.
Why?
Yeah, well, because, for example...
But there are Chipotles
close on
everywhere.
Christmas, no?
No, but are there? In every
not really.
NBA city, is there a Chipotle?
I bet you there's not.
Like Michael and I always talk about when we do reads for In-N-Out during the games.
Sure.
And we always ask the engineer, do you have In-N-Out here? And most of the time the answer is no.
Well, east of the Mississippi.
Well,
no.
yeah, there's only one east of the Mississippi.
But is
It's
there...
in
even yet.
Tennessee,
Okay,
right?
there's 28
It's coming, not
NBA
yet.
cities because there's 2 teams in New York and 2 in L.A. All 28 have Chipotle?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
So I'm looking.
Like
they have,
Mace-
Chipotle has 3,300 locations in the United States.
Okay, type in, is there Chipotle in OKC? Or is there Chipotle in
gotta be.
Milwaukee?
Yeah,
there are
it's
some
like
in
a McDonald's
Oklahoma. Oklahoma has that. I don't know if it's Oklahoma
Got it.
City.
It's gotta
be
It's Oklahoma.
But I can't imagine.
Yeah,
to
they
answer
have
your
one in
question,
Oklahoma City.
Brian, to answer your question, there in 13 years,
it's crazy,
there
right?
had to be a day where he couldn't get
By the way,
Chipotle.
4 Chipotle locations in Oklahoma City.
Okay.
Wow.
Check Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Milwaukee,
Pretty
Chipotle.
far north.
And then
Toronto.
Toronto, too, yeah. Those
Gotta be
are
in
the three.
Toronto.
Oh, that would be a tough one. Toronto would be a tough
But he
one.
always could, like, we have Chipotle on the plane sometimes.
Yeah, but if he's in Toronto overnight,
But he could, do what you do and take the food with him.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
that's true. Good idea.
But there
There is
would
no
be
Chipotle in Hawaii or Alaska.
Okay, Brian, I just think the law of averages suggests that you would have a day where you just if the planets didn't line up and you couldn't get to Chipotle.
I don't believe it. You know why? Because we're talking about NBA time. But when he goes on vacation, let's say he goes to Europe, do you think they're going to have Chipotle there?
Yeah, great point.
Yeah, no, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Do you? So in the end, do you believe he's had Chipotle every day for 13 years?
I do not.
No,
I
that's
think
impossible.
something. I think now maybe on average,
Yeah.
like maybe he had Chipotle 3 times in one day, but I don't think he's had it every single day.
See, Bergman, do you believe it?
I mean, not every single day, but I think most days he does. So he's saying, I eat Chipotle every day.
Brian, you're not buying it.
I'm not. The only way I'm buying it is if he stocks up.
I
He
think
buys
right.
a couple
I'll
burritos
tell you
at a
what,
time.
I
or
go
something.
You're taking it too literally.
I go on runs, right?
I
so
do
I go
too.
on runs where all of a sudden I'm eating the
You get
same
into
thing
a
every
rut.
day for a period of time. I remember the Popeyes run, which was famous. It lasted 2.5 weeks. I had spicy chicken sandwiches every single night. I went on a run, but for 13 years, no friggin' way.
Like when I went to Italy, I had linguine and clams every day I was there.
so
I was
good.
there for 17 days.
Red sauce, white sauce.
Normally white.
Yeah, I like white sauce.
But I didn't get it at the same place.
Right.
You know, I worked around. So I don't think he's been to Chipotle every day. When we play the Nets, I'll find a way to find out.
Pepe?
Chipotle's delicious, though.
Oh, the travail of the 1%. When I was in Italy, I ate linguine and clams
you know-
every day.
Wait a minute, you lived in Italy.
Yeah, but I was working.
Do you guys know who
you-
owns Chipotle?
McDonald's.
No, it is.
No way,
Oh,
really?
does it? I thought,
Yeah, McDonald's
I thought it might
owns-
be KFC.
No, McDonald's
That's a
owns
little
Chipotle.
So, Mace,
Yeah.
you have a Starbucks every day.
I do have You know what? Very few days do I go without Starbucks.
Are they open 365? Are they open on Christmas
Yes,
Day?
Yes.
Christmas
I
Day.
think
I
they
got
are.
an
There you go.
espresso on
I
Christmas Day.
have a Starbucks every day.
There you go.
Every day, Pepe?
Every
365 days a week? Oh, yeah.
Yes.
No way.
Is
You
there
must have
anything
missed
you
it.
can-
You've
must
had
have
it. You've
skipped a
already
day.
had it today.
He's got it.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
I don't believe
Is there
it.
anything you can eat every day for that long? That you can,
For that long, 13 years, I would eat pasta every day for 13 years.
I
That's
pretty
my
much
favorite
I
meal.
pretty much have at least one banana every day.
Okay.
Me too.
That is
Yeah.
a banana in your pocket.
Sometimes when we travel, I don't get them, or if they're too brown, I won't get them.
Too brown.
I like them ripe. Like I like them almost
yellow,
green.
but not
So
green.
do I. I like
Yeah.
no. You like them right. I like them
Greenish?
little
Green?
not ripe. The
Lime
opposite
green?
of
Like
ripe.
lime green?
No,
You
I
like them after they're a little soft.
After they're a little soft,
okay,
when they
yeah.
get a
I
little
like them. I like
dark.
them as hard as I can get
I
'em.
like them yellow, not green.
No.
But also not with black spots. I
Yeah,
don't
there you
like
go. So
I see, I go-
you're looking to thread the needle.
I'm looking for the
Yeah.
blacks and that sort of mushiness that's been in it.
That's the one time, Mace, I will go with those banana split.
Oh, banana split.
Yeah,
those
that's
are
when
great.
they're good.
Yeah.
What's up, fool?
All right, guys. So a 13-year-old Willis Gibson has kind of taken the internet by storm, claiming to be the first person ever to beat Tetris.
Yeah,
the
I
game
saw this
Tetris.
kid.
13 years old. They're calling him a prodigy and everything. He got to a level 157 before Tetris. The code ran out, so the game glitched out, and I guess that's like the kill screen. It's apparently reported that only AI has done this before.
Really?
How
And
impressive!
this 13-year-old kid has done it.
And it just did it this week.
Are
On
you
the
guys,
Game Boy?
Are you guys
I think it
aware
was on
of
the
this?
computer.
That at several United States universities, you can get a degree in gaming.
Sure.
So this kid's going to get a scholarship.
There's a lot of money in it.
The Lakers, by the way, are one of several NBA teams that have a gaming team.
Yes.
And there was like a draft. And they would like, this kid's obviously going to be like the Caitlin Clark of the video game draft, and everybody's gonna want it. So even though he's just playing video games, this is a means to an end for this kid. He's not going to have to pay to go to college, and when he gets out, one of these teams, these video game teams, is going to pay him hundreds of $1,000s to play for their team.
And I saw-
so this guy's set. He's 13. He's set for
I
life.
saw the video of this kid, and he dedicated it to his dad, who passed away this past year, and he was very, very emotional about it. It's a really cool story, and John, you're right. There is a future in playing video games. Aren't video games part of the X Games? I wanna
Yeah,
say-
and here's another thing. You know that there are John Ireland and Michael Thompsons of video games. There are announcers that all they do is announce other people. So if you and Pepe and Mason are playing a video game, they would hire Michael and I to broadcast it.
Sure.
And we would say, welcome back to the video game Super Bowl. It's Steve Mason against Pepe Montilla.
Yeah.
Oh, there goes Mason turning left. And Pepe blocks him. You know, and so there's a whole industry of video games that this kid's going to be able to tap into.
Yeah.
Not only that, if the guy is so bright, he might create new games.
Right.
And
Smart
then
enough.
Then he's off and running.
By the way, if you get into video game design, if you go to work for EA or one of those companies.
One night, Michael and I used to go to this thing called the Masters of the Universe dinner.
I remember these.
And
Are they don't happen anymore?
we haven't had one in several years.
Oh.
But Joe Smith, the Laker fan who used to host these, and he's since passed away, may he rest in peace. One year, this guy is sitting at our table, and I say to him, I go, "You look familiar." And he said, "Do you see the movie Moneyball?" And I said, "Yeah." He goes, "I played the owner of the A's in Moneyball." I go, "So you're an actor?" He goes, "No." He goes, "I run a video game company, and Brad Pitt does ads for us in Japan." So I think his name was Bobby Kotick. He was
Okay.
and he was in charge of like, what's the video game that you play?
Call of Duty?
That.
Yeah.
And he was worth $700 million.
Really?
Yeah. Just for being the guy who invented Call of Duty.
Oh, Call of Duty's a great
Yeah.
game. I haven't played in a while. I kind of got over Call of Duty.
Yeah, so but there's a whole industry for this. There's a million places for this kid to go, Brian. So he's that kid's on to something. All right, is that
He's
it?
set for life.
Yeah.
I got one more for you.
All right, go
Okay,
for
one
it.
more. Yeah, do it.
Yeah, so it was announced this week that Snoop Dogg will be added to the Olympic coverage at NBC as a reporter. I think this is a great move.
Yes.
I know, Mace, you're all about the Olympics.
I've said this before. I'll say it again. Every single time Snoop is asked to be part of a broadcast, whether I've interviewed him twice doing sidelines, he's gone in with the Kings and sat in the booth and called the hockey game with them. He's not good, Brian. He's great. He's unbelievable. I've been waiting for a network to do this. He's going to kill it at the Olympics.
Plus, he connects to a generation that may not be into the Olympics, an audience that's younger, a little bit more stoned, and people who are like locked into the game. Now, Bergman, I think you originally said this makes no difference to you whatsoever.
So I love Snoop. I love seeing him do the the King stuff, when he does anything talking about sports. He's amazing at it. I will not watch him on.
Yeah,
the
you're
Olympics.
just not. You don't
I'm
like
just
the
not
Olympics.
into the Olympics. It's not something that I am.
Yeah, that's a different
So,
discussion.
But the
Greg,
thing,
you'll
no,
be
it does.
surprised how good he is at this.
No, he is very good at it. I'm just saying he's not going to push me to the Olympics.
I think it's a great idea.
No, it's
I
a
will.
bad
I will
idea.
watch. Whatever
Wait,
he
Michael,
does.
you think it's a bad idea?
It's a horrible idea if you're an athlete. I would not. If he's going to do interviews, I would not. If I was an athlete, Olympic athlete, and I had a race coming up, I'm not sitting down and doing an interview with Snoop Dogg.
Why?
Contact high.
Oh, maybe.
Drug test.
Maybe.
Well, wait a minute. That actually could wind up testing positive if you do an interview with Snoop. That's an excellent point, Michael.
Exactly. All that
Excellent
smoke around,
point.
when you get drug tested, you're gonna come up positive.
Boy, and I'll tell you, like the more, like Michael and I stay in all these hotels. The minute you get off the elevator in a lot of these hotels, you could get a contact high.
Yeah,
I mean, it
It's
is
legal
taken.
now. It's legal
Yeah,
everywhere.
it is
Yeah.
taken over.
Yeah,
in,
it is.
in a lot of major cities.
All right, Brian, thank you very much.
Pepe, was the last time you smoked?
Probably when I was listed.
So it's been a while. It's been a while. All right, coming up next, what happened when Bill Walton bumped into Bill Walton?
Oh, this is good.
That's coming up next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, you know Bibigo. You see their logo on every Lakers jersey. It's Korea's #1 food brand, mouth-watering snacks and meals in minutes. Head over to your local Ralph's and buy $10 worth of Bibigo and enter for a chance to win courtside seats to a Lakers game this season. These are the seats that Jack Nicholson sits in. Those seats, the ones surrounding the court. They're worth thousands of dollars, and Bibigo and the Lakers are giving away 2 of them to a lucky fan who buys $10 worth of Bibigo. There's also tons of other prizes you can win, including Lakers swag and more Bibigo. So here's how you win. Just get yourself to Ralph's. Buy Bibigo for a chance to win. You only have to buy $10 worth. After you buy it, just go to Lakers.com/Bibigo sweeps. Lakers.com/Bibigo sweeps to upload your receipt and win. By the way, Mason and I are going to be there a week from Monday. We're going to be at Ralph's in Redondo Beach if you want to come see it in person. And they have tons of Bibigo there. So you can come see us do the show. Sasha Vujicic, Derek Fisher are going to do it with us. And that's Monday the 15th of January.
Fish and machine together.
Yeah, together with us. And you can buy Bibigo and enter this contest, which runs through February 6th. Bibigo, the official game day snack of the Lakers.
Hey, John Ireland here, and I'm at my local Ralph's in front of the Bibigo display, and here's why. The Lakers and Ralph's are doing a sweepstakes, and you could win courtside seats to a Laker game. The question I get more than anything else is, how do I get in those courtside seats? This is how. You come to a local Ralph's, you spend at least $10 on Bibigo, then you take your receipt and you send it to this web address.
It's for Sunday. Good luck. Caller number 7, 877-710-ESPN.
Lakers.com/Bibigo sweeps. That's Lakers.com/Bibigo sweeps. It's the contest runs from now through February 6th. So all you got to do is go to Ralph's, get some Bibigo, and send in that receipt. Well, as long as I'm here. You can never have enough Bibigo.
Bibigo, the official game day snack of the Los Angeles Lakers.
Big news, Laker fans. John Ireland here. You can now stream every Lakers game on the ESPN LA app. Don't miss a second of the action with Michael Thompson and I on the call. Plus, all your live and local Lakers talk every day in the palm of your hand.
You're one tap away from everything Lakers.
You could even win Lakers tickets.
Download the ESPN LA app and bam!
Download the ESPN LA app at the App Store and Google Play.
Ticket Friday. All right, so congratulations, Gustavo Barrera. He is our winner on Bibigo Ticket Friday. He gets a Bibigo prize package plus a pair of tickets to see the Lakers and the Clippers on Sunday at Crypto.com Arena. Bibigo is the official game day snack of the Los Angeles Lakers. Congratulations, Gustavo Barrera.
All right, before you get to Bill Walton, I got a couple of things. Interesting thought here from, of all people, David Singer.
David Singer.
He says, if I'm an Olympic athlete and I wanted to smoke pot, I would love to get interviewed by Snoop so you can have a built-in excuse if you test positive. You just say, Snoop Dogg interviewed me, that's why I'm positive.
That's a great
actually
point.
really smart.
I agree.
Dave, you've gotten smarter since you left us.
Oh, Dave is doing great. All right, so set this. Bill Walton, Frank Caliendo, this is great.
So we love Frank Caliendo. He's a master impressionist.
He's great.
And he's been on our show many, many times. So Dave Posh and Bill Walton.
Which one's his favorite impersonation?
Well, Madden is the one where he made all his money.
Yeah,
but so Frank lives down in Arizona, and Dave Posh and Bill Walton were doing a game in Arizona, so they were coming back from a break. And Caliendo happened to be at the game. So he came down and sat right in between the two of them and put a headset on. But when you're watching the game, it was a voiceover. So you don't know it's not Walton, but this is what it sounded like.
Yes, the beautiful desert. Here we are, the cacti, plural for cactus, as if you didn't know. Look at the beauty, the sensational, the green that you wouldn't even believe was an owl. Where is Harry Potter when you need him? Being delivered by is that a Gila monster? Is that what that is? That is a Gila monster. Gila, it doesn't matter which it is. Here we go, an epic battle at the McCabe Center. You're not getting a word in. I'm making a lot of people incredibly entertained at this point, trying to stop you from talking. Here it is, loving, enjoying the earth that is. We're at the McHale Center, the center of a cactus, a prehistoric giant cactus patch where they constructed this great building that we're at today. Where have you been?
How great
Bill
is
Walton
that?
is the best. Frank Caliendo's awesome.
He's good.
Yeah,
he's really
that
funny.
was a ringer for
Madden and his John Gruden are his two best.
John Gruden is a good one too. Yeah.
Both. We used to bring him on.
Both impressions now sort of carbon dated, right?
He's really
Yeah. What do you mean? What?
Madden never
You
goes out of
think
date.
Madden's timeless? You think kids today know who Madden is?
They know him through the video.
Oh,
game.
they know him through the video game. That's right. Sure. All right. So I came across the most stunning number today,
which is
that so in 2020, 74 of the top 100 shows were NFL games.
Okay.
This year, it is 97 of
100.
100 games are the highest rated shows
of sporting events
of everything. 97 of the top 100 rated shows this year were all NFL.
Do you know the three that weren't?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so let me
see
guess.
if you can guess the three that made the list that weren't.
I'm going to guess, and this is in 2023?
2023, yes.
All right, so it's not an Olympic year. I'm going to guess one was the Oscars.
The one is the Oscars. Yep, you got that.
Okay. I'm going to guess. Do you guys think the Succession finale would be in there?
I was just going to say that.
All right, Succession finale.
I don't.
Streaming doesn't count.
Streaming doesn't count. Yeah.
Are the other two sporting events? Either one?
Neither.
Okay. So
one is one that is on every channel.
State of the Union.
State of the Union.
Okay.
And the other one is super shocking, but was one of the highest rated shows of the year. It was on Thanksgiving.
Like Macy's Day Parade?
Macy's Day Parade
Wow.
had a gigantic number this year. So those are the only three non-football shows that rated in the top 100 in 2023.
It's one of the most underreported things in the world. NFL football is a gigantic cash cow. That's why, by the way, Fox, and it's the only sport where every network is involved.
Everybody's got a piece.
Fox, CBS, ABC, Amazon, Netflix has this quarterback series now, and they're probably coming for it. The NFL, if you had pick the two worst teams in the NFL, if you had a game between the Jets and the Panthers,
Carolina and the Patriots.
Patriots and Carolina, it would outrate the World Series.
Yeah.
It would outrate the NBA Finals.
Yeah.
That's how big
But
that
you know
NFL
why?
is.
You know why? Because the games are unpredictable.
Right.
And then you can be watching the best game of the season between those two
teams that you don't even care about. And fantasy football has worked wonders for this.
Oh, yeah. Every game
now,
means something.
Now there's a game where
which network has paid the most, or they pay equal?
No, like they don't pay
No,
equal.
the
Monday Night Football package is big.
No, the Sunday Night Football package is the most
biggest,
expensive
right?
because they can flex into games.
Yeah.
So NBC pays the most.
Yeah, they pay the most, and they get a Super Bowl every 3 to 5 years. Amazon paid a ton of money to get in the door.
Yeah.
On Thursday nights, but they don't have a Super Bowl. If you get the Super Bowl, that's the biggest cash cow of the year because it's the highest rated show every year, and you can use it to promote all your other programs.
I want to get to one thing before we go to break.
Yes.
So I follow movies. Pepe, you follow movies really closely too.
That's right.
Sunday night are the Golden Globe Awards. I want to make a 6-leg parlay on the Golden Globe Awards on Sunday. So give me best
6-leg pays a lot, by the way.
Give me best drama, Oppenheimer.
Okay.
Best actress, Lily Gladstone from Killers of the Flower Moon. Best actor drama, Bradley Cooper. Best comedy musical, Barbie. Best actress, Emma Stone. Best actor, Paul Giamatti.
What's Emma Stone in?
She's in a movie called Poor Things.
Okay.
I really liked it. Did you see it?
I wanna see that.
So what odds can I get on that 6-leg parlay?
How much are you betting?
5,000 mythical dollars.
I think you're going to get a lot.
6 for 6, though. 6 for 6 is tough.
I
could be wrong somewhere.
Are you picking Leonardo DiCaprio?
No.
Who are you picking?
I'm picking Bradley Cooper. See, so some of these are not locks. Like that's a jump
ball. You
ball.
get 45 to 1 if you hit it. So 45 times 5, whatever that is, you'll be so far ahead that we'll never.
Ding,
well, this year you were so far ahead and I caught you. But
I bet
you
big.
backed into me.
Okay, so 45 to 1.
Yep.
All right.
And the women, who's the women?
Lily Gladstone, who's the actress from Killers of the Flower Moon,
yeah.
and Emma Stone, who's from Poor Things.
You don't think Margot Robbie nominated for Barbie?
She is. I think she's going to get her recognition from the movie winning.
Poor Things.
Poor Things.
Brought back to life by an unorthodox scientist, a young woman runs off with a lawyer on a whirlwind adventure across the continents. Free from the prejudice of her times, she grows steadfast in her purpose to stand for equality and liberation. I've already seen it. Bride of Frankenstein.
By the way, Michael,
That's the movie you want to see?
It's a great
totally
movie.
wrong.
Everybody's saying that it's a great movie.
Yeah.
You're not bring someone back to life.
Well, Michael,
did you see where Emma Stone won an award yesterday and she stood up and in her acceptance speech she said, when I was a young actress coming up, a casting director said to me, if you're a man in Hollywood, your career is a marathon. If you're a woman, it's a sprint. You've got to take these parts where you can get them. And she fought back on it. She said, that was the worst advice you could have given me. It's not true. Isn't it kind of true, though?
No. What about all the great actresses who had great long careers?
Here's what
the
really
thing.
happens.
There's maybe 5 actresses that continue to work into their 40s and 50s, right?
That's not true.
No, it is true.
It is.
Here's
Catherine
my
Hepburn,
here's my view.
Meryl
I have a lot of actor friends. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so women in particular do really well up to 40.
Right.
And then they stop getting cast until they get to about 60.
And then
they start getting cast again. So there's a rough period there where, because movies tend to cast younger. But women do have another they get a golden age once they get to 60. That's my opinion of it anyway.
Well, and what happens a lot is they cast older men and younger women. Like there's this, there's a rom-com out right now, or it came out last month, called Anyone But You.
Yeah, Glenn, he was on the podcast.
Glenn Powell.
Glenn Powell, yeah.
And Sydney Sweeney, who's from Euphoria.
Yeah.
He's 36, she's 24. And that's typical.
Yeah.
Remember we had Catherine Zeta-Jones on the show years ago,
Yeah.
and she was in a movie, and her love interest was Sean Connery.
Oh, right,
Yeah,
right.
she was Entrapment. She was 30 and he was 65.
Yeah.
That's what they're fighting against.
Years ago when I was doing the Snyder Show, I would sign off on different guests, and there was this guest I didn't know, and they said, "No, trust me, you want her. She's going to be." In walks Catherine Zeta-Jones, and I was like,
"Wow,
oh my God." She's like one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen in my life. She really is.
She's from Wales.
Yes, from Wales. Oh, I got a good question for you coming up, Pepe. This is a good one.
Okay.
Ask him now.
Okay, yesterday, should I do it?
Sure.
Okay, so yesterday We did a bit called Start, Bench, Cut. Start, Bench, Cut. And we did it
see
with...
if they come up with the same answers.
No, I actually have a different one for Pepe.
Okay.
Okay, so J-Lo, Halle Berry, and
Jennifer
Aniston were the ones yesterday. Pepe, because it's you, I put together a different Start, Bench, Cut for you. So
Is Raquel Welch on this?
Raquel Welch, Gina Lollobrigida, Sophia Loren. Start, Bench, Cut.
Sophia Loren
is your start.
Your start. That's the right answer.
Yeah, I agree. By the way,
bench. And who are the other two?
Gina Lollobrigida and Raquel Welch.
Gina and Raquel.
Oh, Raquel, you're cutting?
You're cutting Raquel Welch?
Did you ever see Gina's movies?
No. I just know it's an old-fashioned name that you would probably know who it was.
Gray actress.
So you're benching her. You're starting.
He's keeping Gina
Sophia
on the
Loren.
roster, and he's cutting Raquel. I'm taking her off the cut list.
No, exactly.
Well, because you don't even remember Gina.
Squad.
Gina was beautiful
Right.
too.
Yeah,
Did you see Barbarella?
There really is no Barbarella was Jane Fonda.
Fonda.
Is that Raquel Welch?
No, she was
Jane
10,000-year-old. What was her movie?
What was Raquel Welch?
That one.
10,000-year-old.
Rollerball.
Yeah.
Raquel Welch.
Yeah. All right, coming up next.
You know nothing, man.
I knew it was Jane Fonda.
Oh, my God.
Okay, coming up next, here it is. I've got, okay, let's do this. The Athletic did a survey of NFL players, and they've listed their top 5 stadiums. Top 5 stadiums to play in. So you guys can take a crack at that coming up next. In the meantime, let me tell you about my friend Jacob and Ronnie. So you're ready for the weekend. Probably got big plans. You start driving over to meet your buddies or whatever, and bam, another car hits you. You're angry. You're frustrated. You ache a little. What should you do? You got to call my friend Jacob. Put this number in your phone. I'm serious. Put it in your phone. 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. Nobody plans on being in an accident, but when it happens, you want to call Jacob immediately. He and his team are available 24/7, so no matter what time of day or night, you can call Jacob from the scene. He and his team will walk through the process with you, taking photos, not just of your car, but the other car too, getting witness phone numbers, all these other tips that can strengthen your case. So before going out this weekend, put Jacob's phone number in your phone. A lot of attorneys say they'll fight for you. Call Jacob. He'll win for you. 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. 844-24-JACOB. Or remember,
accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
CallJacob.com. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
You never have to miss a moment of LA's mega sports station.
Hey, John Ireland here, and I'm at my local Ralph's in front of the Bibigo display, and here's why.
continues now.
Wait a minute. Is this a new Mario Ruiz song?
This is brand new, Mario Ruiz.
Oh, is it? Sounds good.
Just dropped.
Just dropped.
You know the name of it?
Right beside me.
Right beside me. Okay.
And I'm sure Mario always does this. He does great like video pieces on his Instagram too. I haven't seen yet, but it usually promotes his new songs that way. So good for Mario, man.
That's at I am Mario Ruiz.
Thank you.
And as Cappy would say, this is a new junt.
A new what?
New junt.
How do you spell that?
Junt.
Okay,
Junt.
and is that a thing, or is that just something Cappy made up?
It's a joint. He says it's the new joint, but he says junt.
Oh, it's the new
All right,
junt.
so I've been thinking about this. You said the best stadiums in the NFL. I think three of them are obvious.
According to players, they did a survey of 84 players.
All right, Michael, tell me, and Pepe, tell me if you agree. I think three are obvious.
Do we get 3 strikes?
Yeah, you get 3 strikes.
All right, here are the 3 I think are obvious. Everybody says Green Bay is like the field of dreams. It's like a magical place. So I think Green Bay is one of them. You guys agree or disagree?
It's kind of old.
Yeah, it's old.
But it's supposed to be literally like the field of dreams. All right, so Green Bay.
Number 4.
Okay. SoFi is the most expensive stadium ever built. It costs $5 billion. There's no way either that or Jerry World, which cost $1 billion, the 2 biggest, most expensive, most lavish stadiums in the country.
What? By the way, what is the name of this corporate sponsor of Jerry World?
AT&T.
AT&T. Okay, got it.
I think they're both there.
Yeah.
Michael, you agree? Pepe, you agree?
I agree.
All right, both SoFi and AT&T.
SoFi, number 3. AT&T,
Jerry World,
number
not
8.
there.
Yeah, number 8.
Okay. All right,
Again,
so
this
that's
is
one
players
strike.
and where they'd like to play, where they like playing.
What
Okay.
about Pittsburgh?
I've heard, no, it's too cold.
How about
Are you talking about field conditions or
No,
just
where
like
you'd
weather?
want
In
to
other words,
play if you were a player.
You ask a player, what's your favorite place to play?
Michael, you didn't go, but this is a weird one. But 5 years ago, Trudell got us tickets to go see the Vikings play in Minnesota. It's the nicest stadium I've ever seen.
I was just going to say that.
It is the nicest. It's better than SoFi. It's that nice. Should we roll the dice on that one?
I would.
It's a new
I
stadium,
would.
sure.
All right, Minnesota,
Indoors.
Mace. U.S. Bank Stadium in Minnesota.
Number 2.
What about Vegas? Favorite city, great weather.
So you're missing 1 and 5.
Okay.
Vegas has got to be on the list, right? It's Vegas.
I like it.
Good weather.
Yeah.
New stadium.
Super Bowl's going to be there. It's brand
Vegas
new.
is probably 5.
All right, let's go Vegas.
Number 7.
No, so that's a strike.
Oh, so that's a strike. Sorry.
All right, so we're down to our last one.
Right, you're missing
What
number
could
1.
Number 1 be?
Is it
I was surprised.
Is it an older stadium?
Another stadium that we used to go to before they left the league is, remember that Lumen Field in Seattle is super nice. It's basically they knocked down the Kingdome and built so it's new and it's nice, but it's outdoors, so that might not be there.
I'm going to go Lucas Field, Indianapolis.
No. That's why would you want to go there?
Yeah, well, it's a
Do you
good-
really want to go there?
No, we don't.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
If
So
it's an
I don't
older
think it's
stadium,
I don't
could
think
be
it's New England.
Soldier Field.
No, too cold. What about the Florida stadiums? No,
Flat
Super
Miami?
Superdome.
Miami.
You want to do
You're-
my?
how about I know. New Orleans, the New Orleans Stadium.
Superdome?
Yeah.
No,
No, it's
way down
super.
the list.
It's super
I'm
old.
not going to take that as an answer. Let me give you a hint.
Okay.
One of the stadiums is in the AFC West, and the other stadium is in the NFC West.
So Arizona.
Okay, no, wait a minute. Can't be.
Phoenix. Beautiful weather.
No, it's got to be Seattle. That stadium in Seattle is
In
so
the
nice.
AFC West?
Yes.
It might be Kansas City.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
It's cold there.
Nope, we're going Kansas City.
Number 1.
Yeah.
And by a lot.
Yeah,
By
Kansas
a lot.
City is supposedly the place to go watch a game. All right, so that's the one in the AFC
And
West.
by the way, you were all over the other one.
So the other one is,
Is it
The NFC West team.
It's Arizona?
No. It's the one you've been talking about.
Seattle?
It's Seattle?
Lumen Field,
Oh,
yeah. Lumen
it's
Field is
super
number
nice.
5, yeah.
It's super nice.
So it goes Arrowhead, then U.S. Bank Stadium, which is
That's
Minnesota.
a good pull, Pepe Arrowhead.
SoFi, then Lambeau Field, then Lumen Field in Seattle.
Yeah,
By the way, Allegiant Stadium, number 7. AT&T Stadium, Jerry World, number 8.
What's the least favorite?
But number 6.
Jacksonville's the least favorite, right?
Where's NRG Stadium?
Houston.
That's last.
What
By the way, what's interesting about that is That's where the college football championship game is on Monday.
Oh, that's right.
It's a good city. That's why for conventions and stuff.
I hate Houston.
Why?
Oh, it's the worst town in America.
No, I love Houston.
Houston and Orlando, man.
Man, if you stayed in our hotel, you would not feel
I
that
do not
way.
even want to connect through Houston.
Our hotel in Houston it's top 3.
Right.
And if our hotel in Miami wasn't so nice, it might be number 1, don't you think?
And the Maestros at the Post Oak area, I think, is better for sightseeing than the one here in L.A. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's a Mastros. So Tillman Fertitta owns the hotel and Mastros.
Oh, got it.
He owns them both.
Does he own all the Mastros?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He also owns the Golden Nugget. He's doing
Really?
He's doing okay.
It seems like it's
All
working
right,
out
so
for him.
Pepe, are we going to be able to understand this game, or is it going to be some confusing word jumble that none of us will be able to figure out?
I think that is very simple for bright minds.
All right.
Okay.
So you like my chances? in other
Sorry,
words.
Michael.
Simple for bright minds.
All right. So Pepe's got the game.
Do you have one right
It is
answer or
Greg,
two wrong
Brian,
answers?
Mason, me, and Michael
Yes.
coming up next.
We will do that coming up. In the meantime, let me take a minute here. It's the weekend, and people look forward to maybe you're not looking forward to it. Maybe you're feeling depressed. You don't want to get out of bed, or maybe you're anxious. Something you're making you nervous, or you're just feeling anxious, or you're feeling overwhelmed, like too much is coming at you. There is no shame at all in reaching out for help to deal with your mental health. Right now, the LA County Department of Mental Health, who I've teamed up with here, is offering free emotional support, service referrals, and crisis counseling. They've got a 24/7 hotline number, 800-854-7771.
Can I call that number if the Lakers lose tonight? Because if they do, I'm going to need emotional
You
support.
may.
Good.
You may call that number.
Good. I'm not going to need it, but I'm just checking. All right.
Again, that number, 800-854-7771. You can visit the website, dmh.lacounty.gov, dmh.lacounty.gov. With the LA County Department of Mental Health, they are focused on hope and recovery and well-being. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Hey, John Ireland here, and I'm at my local Ralph's in front of the Bibigo display, and here's why. The Lakers and Ralph's are doing a sweepstakes, and you could win courtside seats to a Laker game. The question I get more than anything else is, how do I get in those courtside seats? This is how. You come to a local Ralph's, you spend at least $10 on Bibigo. Then you take your receipt and you send it to this web address, Lakers.com/Bibigo sweeps. That's Lakers.com/Bibigo sweeps. It's the contest runs from now through February 6th. So all you got to do is go to Ralph's, get some Bibigo, and send in that receipt. Well, as long as I'm here. You can never have enough Bibigo.
Bibigo, the official game day snack of the Los Angeles Lakers.
Big news, Laker fans. John Ireland here. You can now stream every Lakers game on the ESPN LA app. Don't miss a second of the action with Michael Thompson and I on the call. Plus, all your live and local Lakers talk every day in the palm of your hand.
You're one tap away from everything Lakers.
You could even win Lakers tickets.
Download the ESPN LA app. And bam!
Download the ESPN LA app at the App Store and Google Play.
time for Game of Games on the #1 sports radio show in LA, Mason and Ireland.
Game of Games.
Game of Games presented by CallJacob.com.
Call Jacob.
Everyone loves a fighter, but in this town, winning matters, especially after an accident. So remember, anyone can fight, but CallJacob.com is here for you when you need a big win. After an accident, go to CallJacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. We got the jingle.
Call Jacob.
Thank you. Game of Games time. Take it away, Mace.
Hey, it's the theme song for Popery of Lies, which is Game of Games today. Here he is, the lie master, Pepe Mantilla.
We've got several players here. Greg, Brian, Mace, me, and Michael, and the game belongs to Pepe Mantilla. Pepe, what is the game today?
I have in my hand a yellow envelope.
Yeah.
Yes, correct.
With the questions.
Yeah.
That were approved.
Hermetically sealed?
They were approved by the association.
Okay. Good.
Okay.
You know
Some
who-
association. No.
Who
did you?
What association?
You know Wendy? Remember the song Wendy?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was the association.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
that
there
was
you
the
go.
band. You got
The
approval
band.
from the band,
All
the
right.
association.
What's in the envelope, Pepe? Let's go.
I'm going to tell you in a minute.
El Carnaco.
There we go.
Okay, here we go.
Pepe's got the
Pepe.
envelope up to his head like Karnak.
He is opening his yellow envelope. He is unfolding his script for this
He'll have
lie-filled
2
game.
right answers and three wrong answers.
Yeah.
Multiple choice, Pepe?
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, pay attention, okay?
Okay.
No complaints.
You got it.
All right. Won't
You
complain.
got your yellow card?
Who wrote the song I'm a Believer for the Monkees?
Okay.
Neil Sedaka, Mickey Dolenz, or Neil Diamond?
Brian.
Let's
Neil
go
Sedaka, Mickey Dolenz, or
Mickey
Neil Diamond?
Dolenz.
You're going Mickey Dolenz. Greg.
Neil Sedaka.
Mace.
Neil Sedaka.
The answer is Neil Diamond. Michael.
Sadaka.
Is it Neil Diamond?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Michael, did you not hear John say the answer is, and then you just went the other way?
What do you mean?
I
He
gave
said-
you
he
the
said it.
answer.
He said
the
I said the
answer
answer
is
is
Neil
Neil
Diamond.
Diamond, and
I'm
you go
telling
Neil
you.
Sedaka.
Well, that doesn't mean you knew it.
I
He
said
said, I know it.
But you guys always say that.
I will
true.
take a point. I will take a point from you, but you don't have any.
He can go to -1.
All right, go ahead, Pepe.
Okay.
Number 2.
This is harder, okay?
Okay.
No complaints. Who invented the bread slicing machine?
The bread slicing machine, okay? What are the choices?
Otto Frederick Rohwedder, Hans von Frieder, or Fritz Weber?
Otto, Hans, or Fritz, Greg?
The middle one.
Hans.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, Mace.
I know this one. It's Fritz.
In that case, I'll take Hans.
Otto.
Michael.
Otto.
Michael's going Otto. Brian.
Let's go Otto.
Who is it, Pepe?
Otto.
So Michael gets it and Brian gets it. Damn. Okay. It's 1 for Brian, 1 for John, 1 for Michael. Here's number 3.
This is very easy for all of you that at one point read books.
Okay.
Okay. Who wrote the poem Paradise Lost? Rudyard Kipling, John Milton, or William Shakespeare?
Paradise Lost, Mace. Is it Kipling? Who was the second one?
Milton or Shakespeare?
Kipling, Milton, or Shakespeare, Mace?
Milton.
Michael, it's you.
Milton.
I also think it's Milton. Brian.
Let's go Milton.
Greg.
Should I be different? Milton.
It is Milton.
Yeah. Everybody gets it now. Everybody's on the board.
I told you that it was easy.
Okay.
This is easier.
Okay.
Easier.
Michael,
Okay,
you're going
good. I
first
love
this time.
That last one was
Where were French fries invented? France, Belgium, or the United States?
Belgium.
Michael's going Belgium. Brian.
Let's go United States.
Greg.
Michael was very serious about that.
I know my fries.
Belgium.
Favorite thing to eat.
All right, Greg's going Belgium. Mace.
I'm going France because they call them Frites.
No, it's not. France isn't on the list.
Okay, wait.
Wait a minute. Wasn't France on the list?
Yes, it is on the list.
All right, I don't know anyone who enjoys French fries more than Michael Thompson, so I will say Belgium. Pepe, what is it?
It is Belgium.
All right, so who else got that besides Michael and
Can't
I?
fool me
I
with
did.
potatoes,
Greg.
baby.
Greg.
No.
Greg, okay.
Favorite cartoon is
So
Mr.
here's
Potato Head.
here's the score. Michael 3, John 3, Greg 2, Brian 2, Mason 1.
Am I out of this yet?
No.
All right.
This is harder, okay?
Okay, got
Very
it.
hard.
Okay.
What was the first postal stamp called? The Penny Black, the Queen, or the Royal Kingdom?
What was the first one?
The Penny Black, the Queen, or the Royal Kingdom?
The Penny Black?
Why got to be black?
That's too weird. I'll go with that one. Penny Black. Michael.
I got to go with the black.
Brian.
Let's go Penny Black.
Greg.
Penny Black.
2 word to make up. Penny Black.
You guys really lucky because it's penny black.
We're really lucky. We
because
sniffed it out.
you're lucky. You were just guessing.
No,
of
makes
course
sense.
you were.
I just thought it was too unusual.
Yeah,
to make
too
up.
weird a name for you to
All right,
make
here's
up.
the score: Michael 4, John 4, Brian 3, Greg 3, Mason 2. This one back to Brian. Here we go.
When was the movie True Lies released? 1992, 1991, or 1994?
Let's go 94.
Greg.
Oh, I remember this. 92.
It's a great movie.
It is a great
Mace.
movie. I'm going to go 92.
I'm also going to go 92. Michael.
91, baby.
You're wrong, baby. It's 94.
Oh,
Yeah,
all right.
Brian.
So
Greg
Brian got it. Did Greg, you get it too?
No, I did not.
Okay, so
Oh, okay,
just Brian.
Brian.
Brian, you have now tied Michael and I for the lead.
No.
Pepe, how many questions you have left?
I have 12 if you need to.
No, what number are we on now?
Right now is number 7.
All right,
Number
keep going.
7. Okay, keep going.
Okay. Where was the movie True Lies filmed? Rhode Island, Vermont, or Maine?
This one's you, Greg. Rhode Island, Vermont, or
It's all
Maine?
the same area. Let's go Rhode Island. It's not a road nor an
Mace.
I'm going to Maine.
I'm also going to go Maine. Michael.
Rhode Island.
Brian.
Let's go Maine.
What is it, Pepe?
Let's go Rhode Island.
Yes.
Hey.
Michael
Nice.
and Greg?
Greg, yes.
Okay, so Michael has the lead, and
Mason.
Greg has tied for second.
Mason got it too.
Oh, you said Rhode Island?
No, it was Maine, wasn't it?
No, it was Rhode Island.
Oh, well, screw it then.
Okay.
Don't give me the point.
Pay
care.
close attention. Okay.
Okay.
Pain.
All right.
Which Beach Boys song did David Bowie cover? Don't Worry Baby, God Only Knows, or In My Room?
All right, Mace, this is you.
God only knows. My favorite Beach Boys song.
Read the choices again, Pepe.
Don't Worry Baby, God Only Knows, and In My Room.
I think it is Don't Worry, Baby. Michael.
God only knows.
Brian.
Don't worry, baby.
Greg.
God only knows.
What's the answer?
God Only Knows.
There you go.
So Mace got it. Greg got it.
And Michael got it.
And Michael. So Michael's in the lead with 6.
But I must be out of it by now, right? I got 3.
How many are left?
Let me see.
Do you have a
Roll off the
tiebreaker?
paper.
Yes, I have a tiebreaker.
Okay. Let's do 3 more in the tiebreaker.
Okay,
Do you have
okay,
3 more?
3.
So am I one back?
Yeah.
You are 2 back.
Okay,
Oh, no,
Michael.
you're sorry. You're 1 back.
Michael,
1 back.
you should know this one.
I'm 2 back.
How many major single titles did Pete Sampras win during his career? 15, 11, or 14?
Michael, what's the answer?
14, my man.
Brian.
Said that with some confidence. Let's go 14.
Greg.
I'm not going against Michael. 14.
Mace.
I'm all over 14.
It is 14.
It is 14.
Yeah.
No, Pete Sampras is
I
my
knew we
guy.
shouldn't ask. We
Michael.
shouldn't ask Michael that
See,
one
I'm
first.
telling you, there is.
Mace,
easy-
you are
easy
now
questions.
out. Greg, you are 1
way to
back.
start the
I'm
weekend.
2 back. Brian, you're 2 back, and there are 2 to go. So you and I have to go last. Here we go. Michael's going first. Go ahead, Pepe.
Give me another easy one, Pepe.
Very easy. What is the capital of Morocco? Casablanca, Rabat, or Marrakesh?
What is it, Michael?
Rabat.
Greg.
This is not my option to guess to Rabat.
All right, Brian, you and I have to go a different way. What are the other 2 choices?
Marrakesh or Casablanca?
Brian.
Let's go Casablanca.
I'll go Marrakesh.
Rabat.
Okay, so
was,
now it's a
okay.
it's a 2-horse race for the last question.
Now I have to
Michael
go different.
against Greg, and Michael is up by 1.
Yes.
Here we
I will
go.
go opposite.
Okay, another easy one. Where was Lou Gehrig born? He was born in New York, okay? But where? Manhattan, the Bronx, or Staten Island?
All right, Michael, Manhattan, the Bronx, or Staten Island, you get this, you win it.
Staten Island.
All right,
That's
so
what I
that
was gonna
leaves
go.
Manhattan or the Bronx, Greg.
I don't think it was in Manhattan, so I'll go the Bronx.
You should have gone for Manhattan.
Oh, you had it! And Michael Thompson is the winner.
I
Way
have
to
a-
go,
I have
Michael.
another one.
You want to do the tiebreaker for fun?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, go ahead.
Tiebreaker. How many people can be seated in center court at Wimbledon?
Center court at Wimbledon.
So everybody needs to write down a number. Center court, inside the whole venue?
Just center court, right?
Center-
Yeah, center
center
court thing.
court.
All right, I'm going to say... all right. All right, everybody got a number?
Yes.
Okay, I said 11,000. Base, what'd you say?
I said 5,600.
Okay, Greg.
2.
2 people.
2 people.
All right, Brian.
I wasn't sure what a center court is, so I said 1,000.
Okay, Michael.
See, I got mine there on my hand. Look.
What does that mean?
7K. What's the answer, Pepe?
14,979.
Wow.
And I have a question just
I'm
for
trying
fun.
to get Lisa tickets to Wimbledon this year. She's going to be in London. It's hard.
Yeah, Wimbledon's tough. I only went there one time.
Yeah,
I would like to go, really.
Yeah, I'm
Call
tapped.
up Megan. She'll get you in the royal box.
It's cool. They got them
I don't
strawberries. You get the
think- I don't even
strawberries.
think
You do all that
Megan's
stuff.
allowed in the royal box anymore. They're not too happy with her.
No, she's not
I
getting into
have
the royal
another
box.
question if you want it just
Sure.
for fun.
Yeah,
or
yeah,
I'll
yeah,
say
go.
it.
Love your questions,
Yes, you do.
please.
Who wrote the book Lord Jim?
What's the name of the book?
Lord Jim.
Okay.
Lord Jim.
Lord G.
Walt Whitman, Joseph Conrad, or Herman Melville?
Who was the third choice?
Melville.
Herman Melville. I don't think it was him. Who were the first two?
Conrad, and the other one was Whitman.
I think it's Conrad. What do you think?
I think it's Conrad.
Michael?
Whitman.
Whitman.
Greg?
Sure, Whitman.
Conrad.
Joseph Conrad.
All right.
Wow. Good
There
game,
you go.
Pepe.
We got a very booky show today.
By
You
the
notice that?
way, Michael is now Greg, is it the sixth person to get a one?
It's
that has 1
Trish
point now?
won, Brian won, Ireland won, Bergman won, MT won, so it's 5.
5 different winners in the month of January. Good
Wow.
game,
Good.
Pepe. You have the game next Thursday, okay?
Okay.
And mine is
You have
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Tuesday, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
I
Greg,
won't
you
be
have
on here
Monday.
on Tuesday, so
Okay.
do it another day.
And then Laura, you have Wednesday, and Brian, you have Friday.
Wait a minute, Pepe, you're not coming in Tuesday?
No, because I don't participate in the questions.
Why is that?
Oh, because Jacob's here on Tuesdays. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So, tonight is kind of. You better pull out of this thing.
No.
Time
Tonight
for the
is
Lakers.
a celebration.
No,
Mace.
it's not a
It
celebration.
is the return
They are
of the in-season
They're
tournament
on
Lakers.
very thin. Darvingham is on
calm.
very thin ice.
All is well. Remain calm.
Yeah.
Didn't you see Animal House? All is well.
Let me throw you
Remain
guys.
calm.
Let me throw you guys a hypothetical.
Oh, I thought you said let me throw 10,000 marbles on the street.
No. Let me throw you guys a hypothetical. Okay. So they've got this 12.
Exactly.
They've got this 12 games in January. They're already 0-1. If they go, I'm going to. First of all, I think they need to go at least 7-5 and hopefully 8-4.
Okay.
What if they go 5-7 or 4-8 during this long streak of home games when they're about to go out on the road for a 6-game trip that's really tough?
I predict you will go into a full-fledged sky is falling panic.
If they go 4-8,
Yes.
you will not.
I will not.
If they wind
know
up,
why?
there'll be 5 games under 500.
You know why I will not?
Why?
I don't want to get fired.
Oh, that's right. You have to remain. You're actually they're paying you to remain calm.
Exactly. And to say things like, all is well.
All is well.
Remain calm. I do believe they're going to win tonight. Pepe, don't you think they're going to win tonight?
I agree with you. They're going to win tonight.
Oh, I think they know they have to win tonight.
No,
Yeah,
I
it'll be
know
tough.
they're going to win tonight.
It'll be tough without some of their role players, but see what Jaw wants to do. Jaw might want to put on a show.
Yeah, he definitely could.
Michael,
LA.
you have said in the past that Ja Morant is the most athletic guard in NBA history.
Yes.
Why?
Because he has all the attributes that you look for in an athlete. He can leap over the building. He's fast as a fox. He can change directions on a nickel. He is fearless. He is skilled. He's just an amazing athlete.
He can hang in the air for a good 10
Unbelievable.
seconds.
So close the door. Let's go. Yeah, he's the best player ever. Oh,
I didn't say
wow.
that. I say he's the
No,
most
he's the most athletic guard ever.
Yes.
I
Listen,
still
Pepe.
think that, as George Sedano would say,
Two things
both
can be
things
true at the
can
same
be
time?
true.
Yeah.
I think Ja is going to put on a show tonight. I think he's going to play great. I think he was missing a chance to be in the bright spotlight of LA, and I think the Lakers win the game.
By the way, I just saw the highlights. I did not see the game, but the highlights of Wembanyama versus Milwaukee
Let me
last
tell you
night
something.
were stunning.
Mace, you can
Stunning.
appreciate this. I got in my massage chair at
I
the
can appreciate
end
it already.
of the third quarter of the Bucks Spurs game.
Yep.
The fourth quarter was great. I think Wembanyama against Giannis is appointment television.
I mean,
I would right now, if I was running one of the networks, next time those teams play, I would put that game on a network. And then the other game,
Oh, the Jokic
the Warriors played great for the first 45 minutes and then completely went ice cold in the last 3. Michael, that had to be incredibly frustrating for you to watch.
I don't understand how they can sit there game after game and not see the. You saw the Miami game the other night, right? You see how Miami moves the ball.
I know.
Man, they whip
They're
the
like
ball
they're playing
around.
a game of hot potato.
Yeah, and the Warriors come down and they go isolation ball.
That's always
It's
been, by the way,
unbelievable.
the hot potato game has
Yes.
always been the Golden State
What
Warrior
happened to
game.
that?
And Mace, they were up by 18 with
18.
7 minutes to go.
And it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Jokic hit the 3 from half court because they were going to lose in overtime anyway.
Were they? Yeah.
By the way, Jokic hit 2 of those shots against us last year in the sweep, in the 4-game sweep, where Anthony Davis had him perfectly covered and he threw up a 40-footer and it went in anyway. I'm starting to think that it's not luck with him. That you gotta guard him.
He's great.
Well, go back to Wembanyama for a minute. So he had a couple. Wemby. So a couple of those plays. One play was he had this like Euro step in the paint, then bounced it off the backboard, then got it again and laid it in.
Yeah,
crazy. Another one he like
Look,
literally
you know what LeBron
full...
said about him, right?
No.
He said people are calling this guy a unicorn. He goes, that's not the right word. He's an alien. We've never seen anybody with
what
this
about the
skill
block
set.
at the end of the game?
Oh, the block
against Johnny.
Amazing.
7'10". He's supposed to block him. Big deal.
Don't big deal this. Are you big dealing Wemby?
The man is 7'7".
Are you like Bergman? You're big dealing Wemby?
No, I love Wemby.
Bergman is predicting that Wemby
shot.
will get hurt and not and be done for the season.
Like Pepe when he blocks a shot. Oh my God, he blocked a shot. Supposed to.
You know, he leads the NBA in blocks.
Does he really?
Yeah.
He's a great player.
Yeah, he's amazing, and I think they're just scratching the surface on how good he can be.
He's not great yet.
You cannot leave it up the guy open for three anytime because he's going to score.
Who? Yeah, Wemby?
Wemby's really good.
By the way, how old is Wemby?
19.
Oh, I think he'll get better.
Oh, yeah, maybe, possibly.
I think
very good.
Yeah.
Very good, Mason.
Thank you. I'm not in the league, but I came up with that one.
Look at this. I got my own personal mic. Put it
So
on there. Put it on. Put it on.
Should we do Super Crosstalk or should we? Yeah, okay, hit it. Let's do some Super Crosstalk.
AM 710 Los Angeles. KRDC AM 1110 Pasadena, Los Angeles.
K256CX 99.1 FM Pasadena, Los Angeles.
It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. Super Crosstalk.
Are we ready for Sedano and Cap to join Mason and Ireland?
Super Crosstalk begins.
Super Crosstalk, presented by Coors Light. Coors Light, made to chill.
It's time for Super Crosstalk.
It's Friday. All right, so a little Super Crosstalk. Morales is here. Bergman is here. Shadano will be along.
What do you need a label on both sides of your own mic?
I have a personalized mic here now, Sedano and Cappy.
See?
And
you're talking into it.
That's right. And nobody's allowed to speak into this mic.
Well, Cappy has the day off, and Sedano's on the way in. So
I don't want none of y'all spitting in my mic.
Is Shadano coming in today?
Yeah, he's on his way.
Oh, okay, cool.
I think.
Freeways were a mess today. I don't know why.
I don't know. It's Friday.
Yeah, it was jammed. So, now Morales, did you see Wemby's highlights?
Yeah.
Yeah, what'd you think?
Amazing.
Yeah,
but,
amazing.
But again, who didn't think he was going to be amazing?
Oh, you're taking the Michael position? Of course he's amazing. He's 7'6".
Well, I mean,
anybody 7'6".
No.
Yeah,
he's got skills. You're right.
Bergman, have you changed your opinion on Wemby?
He's been staying healthy for the most part, so yeah. I mean, he is a very talented player. He's staying healthy. I can't.
But
say
you can't
anything
call
otherwise.
him great yet. Like
No,
Pepe's doing.
absolutely not.
But he does make spectacular plays,
of course.
individual plays.
Absolutely.
He knows how to play
Absolutely.
basketball.
Yes, Pepe.
Yeah.
But do you consider him a great player right now, Pepe?
No, but in a couple of years,
Of
he's
course.
going to be the best player in the NBA.
You think so? In a couple of years?
Oh, yeah.
Dear
I think so,
social
too.
media team back there not paying attention to the radio show, can you come in here? Because we're going to label Michael's mic on the other side.
Oh, for
There's
the
only
love of
7 of you
God.
back there not paying attention, but that's
There
great.
are a lot of social media
It's
team
amazing.
people here.
They
That's
just
great.
they do their own show back there.
But here's the thing. We have got, I think,
This
the
is-
best
this show-
social media team there is. I mean,
Well,
they
we're-
are all
Can
over
I be honest?
it all the
We're
time.
over
yeah.
budget.
Oh,
On the
are
social-
we?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we gotta deuce a guy. We
Well, I
gotta get
don't
rid
know.
of somebody.
Who's going to go?
Well, I just deuced earlier. But
Which one are you going to ice?
I don't know yet.
Is
because
Cody going to survive this?
No, Cody's my
this
friend.
melee?
He's got a pet
It's going to
cobra.
be DeAndre.
Right? Did you know he's got a pet snake?
No. Do you really?
You and
Cody?
Dwight Howard,
I do
Cody.
not understand the concept of a pet
But he wants
snake.
it on the other
either.
side.
I
now.
don't
Yeah,
either.
need one over here.
What does a snake do for you?
It's going to be like
Scare the crap out of everyone
Yeah.
that comes over to your house.
I don't get the I have a snake pet thing or reptiles of any kind.
I hate reptiles.
Here we go.
All
I do
right,
too.
So they're
putting-
Michael, you have your own microphone. You're the
personal mic.
only person here that has one.
Nobody's allowed to speak in it. I don't want nobody spitting on my mic.
There you go.
Only
There
you.
it is.
Only you.
Only me. That's my own spit.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I don't even like to touch myself.
Just change the microphone and put the name and give him a
No,
one
I'm
that
not
we
going to
use.
do that because I want him to actually speak into it, not 5 feet away like earlier.
Yeah, I think we did better today, though.
We did do better.
Everybody got more on their mic.
And I juiced your processing a little bit on your mic, so
Oh,
now
thank
people
you.
can hear you constantly playing with it.
Oh, so I do. I don't know when this started.
I don't know when that started.
You know what it
honestly.
is? It's when I stopped banging the table. I needed to do something.
But there's still table banging going on.
Yeah, there is still. And I get yelled at all the time. My mom and not stepdad Leo watch the show on YouTube. They're like, stop hitting the table.
Because remember, on YouTube, you're hearing crystal clean digital audio. It's not going through the big AM process.
Right.
Like
so they tell you, but you don't listen.
Correct. I try. I've tried. But, I mean, I'm an instinctual guy.
Oh, okay.
Right? That's what I've done for, 50 years doing this.
So, for one of Pepe got me into vinyl. I've talked about this.
Oh, yeah.
And now, because Pepe getting me into vinyl, I got my parents into vinyl for
Nice.
Christmas. So now the whole family's into vinyl, and it's all because of Pepe.
So, Pepe, vinyl is so overrated. Here's the thing.
Why is it overrated?
Because you hear that little sizzle when you put the needle on the race. It's like always but I mean,
Well, that's the feeling.
You don't get that.
That is the feeling.
That's what you're looking for.
It's the back.
That's a little nostalgia.
I want a regular digital
clean.
file that is clean and sounds perfect. I don't want
too cleaned up.
Reminds you of a smoky room, drinking a little brandy.
Yeah.
So you just want to go back to the 50s.
Sometimes,
Yeah.
No, I mean the 60s, the 70s.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
This heyday for you guys.
I love vinyl. I really
sitting
love
on the porch
vinyl.
smoking a pipe.
And vinyl isn't cheap now, though.
I always think people like I had a friend who went over to his house and he was doing vinyl. He's like, yeah, I've got this record, I've got this record, and he's just like, yeah, and I'm like, he's so NPR. He's such an NPR. NPR people listen to vinyl.
I'm not an NPR person. Trust me, I'm not. And I
know,
listen to vinyl.
but don't you get that the sizzling sound exists?
Yeah, and it's amazing.
Yeah, sounds good.
The
man.
warmth is good.
Adds a little ambiance.
I have no
mix.
problem.
Hate it.
What is wrong with you?
Hate it. It's people trying to be fancy and cool.
No, the music sounds so warm, and you could hear the difference between the instruments because it's not compressed down into a digital file.
That's right.
So exactly right, Pepe.
He's doing a better job of describing this than
is
anybody
right.
else.
So when you
there's-
put on Pearl Jam Alive album,
yeah?
you hear it so full because you're hearing every instrument as it was mixed in analog. Now, all these new artists, like Taylor Swift, are releasing everything in vinyl. That doesn't do anything because it's already compressed and it's digital in a studio. So you're like going
Wait a minute,
digital
I don't
to
understand.
analog.
So when she releases
they're not recording analog in those studios. So it doesn't really matter. It's the same thing you're going to hear on Apple
Have you
or on
ever-
Spotify.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know
don't get
the
what I'm saying.
Sergeant Pepper album and vinyl,
Yes.
the original, man, it's amazing.
Right. And by the way,
Amazing.
I'm sure like a crazy collector's item and all that kind of
It
stuff.
feels
too.
like Sgt. Pepper's right there with you.
Yeah, that's nice.
There you
That's
go.
nice. So
Mace is into what's new, what's now.
what's new? What's next? That's what I say.
Because
What's
when
new?
you
What's
see
next?
Mace, that's what you think. What's new? What's next?
Am I not a what's new? What's next kind of guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm big. What's new? What's next? I'm big. Evolve or die. I'm big on those things.
Nothing wrong with that. But
Yeah,
you got to
no.
appreciate the past too, Mace. Just don't
I do.
discard it like
It's-
you. Like,
Yeah, the old days.
But not like Mike.
What do you mean, like not like me?
Because every time we said something, you go, back in the 50s, when they hit this. In football, they shouldn't do this. You always go back to
Yeah,
the same
Michael,
thing.
you always go back to
because
the
we
same thing.
soften up all the rules now.
And then you go back because Riley said, you always said that.
Yes.
Yeah,
Pat Riley's
you always
proven
said-
right. His
Yeah, but
words
I
are
mean, you
timeless.
don't have to keep on telling us that over and over and over again.
By the way, is Laura back there?
Yeah.
You know that aliens have invaded
Oh,
Miami.
this is a good story. I'm glad you brought this up.
This is so fake.
No,
What do you mean? No.
I've seen a lot of video
Laura,
evidence.
you explain what I'm talking about. Here, we can't hear you for some reason. Even though your mic is on, we can't hear you.
Down in Miami, Florida, they had an incident. And all we really know is the report is that there were 13-foot-tall aliens at the shopping center.
Yes, there were.
In Miami.
I saw one.
And there were more police cars than it's unbelievable.
Like over 100.
Yeah, it was insane. Now, something was going on there. They say it was kids fighting, but I don't think you send 500 police cars if it's just kids fighting. There's
wait a
something
minute.
else going on there.
They say aliens were in the mall?
Yeah. That's the report.
Now, there's Laura. Wait, Laura, explain what you know here.
Okay, so I went down this rabbit hole. Apparently, they're saying that at this mall there was about 100 teenagers that were fighting with sticks. But I did a lot of investigations.
Digging?
Digging. And a lot of people were saying that there was about 10 to 15 unmarked black helicopters hovering all over the mall.
See?
There was over 100 plus police cars, and the people that were already inside that weren't allowed out, when they were leaving, they were asked for their phones so they can get erased before they can actually leave the mall.
See, I think it's a conspiracy.
Of course it is.
And I think it's real.
By the way, I
It's a
exaggerated.
conspiracy, and aliens are
I
involved.
exaggerated. They are 10 foot tall. They're not 13 foot tall.
No,
They're
it was like 7 to 10.
Did
That's what
anybody
the
take
report.
a picture of them with their phones?
No, so they were saying that they
No,
tried.
they took all the phones.
They were saying the people that were saying that they tried, either the ones that were able to get anything, they were erased when they were getting out. And then the second thing was when they were trying to take it, it was like blurry, so they couldn't actually get an actual picture.
So
It's like you
I've
shot
got-
up a force field.
Let me add something to this. I've got a
They jammed the electronic signal, man. The aliens jammed it.
They're coming to get you.
I've got
Michael.
a
You bet your ass they are.
They're coming to take you back home.
I've got a tweet from Krusty Spam. This is from Krusty Spam.
Hi, Krusty.
Yeah. And it's a video of all the police officers and police people there. He says, bro, this is insane. I don't ever tweet about like weird stuff happening in the world, but this is too effing weird. Like, I'm just a Minecraft YouTuber, and this Miami Mall stuff is too insane to not tweet about. I'm telling you, aliens are real, and the government is trying to hide this plane.
Now, in all seriousness,
that was Krusty Spam.
Do you believe, like Krusty Spam, that aliens are real? Do you believe that we are the only living beings
I do not. I
in
believe
the universe. In the universe? No, I don't
Correct.
believe that. But do you think they're visiting us from trillions of light years away?
that's
I do.
That's the issue.
I do believe it.
I
and,
believe it.
And
How
Michael,
did they get here, Pepe?
Michael,
believe it.
Do you know the vast distances?
They time traveled like on Star Trek.
Oh,
they
through a
beamed
portal.
them up.
Because we don't know if they're ahead of us, smarter than us.
Well,
Probably,
Pepe, you know,
probably
have to
they're
be
smarter
smarter
than
than
you
us.
because a lot of people are smarter than you.
Pepe, you know how we
Okay.
know they're smarter than us? They could have gone anywhere, and they went to Miami. That's pretty smart.
South Beach.
That's what Michael and I would do.
Aliens
If
wanna
they
go to
said you
South
can go
Beach.
anywhere,
No,
Michael and I
not
would
only
say
that, I mean,
Miami.
like-
Sedano would say Miami.
Yeah, Miami.
If I was an alien and I wanted to come land on Earth, that's
Wait
exactly
a minute.
where I would go.
Was Sedano an alien landing in Miami?
Maybe an illegal one.
Yeah.
That place is right next to the arena.
Oh,
exactly.
They were looking for you, Michael. They just came late.
As long as they stay
Bayside
away-
Marketplace is literally, you know, when you
I know,
pull-
I recognize
it's
it
right
when I saw
it's
the
right-
video.
there's that bridge that separates the
Yeah,
causeway
the
that
dog-
goes to the cruise ships.
Right.
It's right next to that. To
And
the
that
arena.
bridge is always up or jammed when you're trying to get out of that arena. It takes forever.
So I have a
10-foot
question for
tall
all of you
aliens,
guys. If an alien comes here
Right.
and they said, "Come with us,"
Yeah.
would you go?
Heck yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Me too.
I'm
right
bored.
away. Right
I'm
away.
all about the adventure. Let's roll.
I will go
Go where?
wherever they
Wherever
take
they
me.
want to go.
Well, suppose they want to like cut you open and
Well,
experiment.
no,
on you.
don't
I'll
accept
take the
accept
chance.
the premise. They
Oh,
just
they
want to
wanna
take
show
you
you.
on a trip and show you their
You
world.
want to leave planet Earth?
Yes.
And do what?
They're not going to take
No
you.
more
because-
Rams
Can you-
games.
wait a minute.
No more Starbucks. What are you gonna do?
But can you imagine how big my Instagram account would get? It would be me.
That's all he cares about.
Me on the gram from outer space. Come on.
How do you know your signal might not be able to reach back here? If they
Can-
take it to
can you
another
imagine-
galaxy?
They're able
Well,
to jam your phone.
Oh, right.
Can you
Right,
ima-
that's true. What if they probably have way better internet than we do.
They
That's
probably,
right.
They probably do. They probably do.
Can you imagine how far advanced are they and how much can we learn? Maybe we have the solution for all the problems that we have, like cancer, like a lot of things.
That's fair.
That's
Okay.
right.
Mason, you could bring back all that information.
Oh, bring back the
Mace,
cures. and
maybe
the
somewhere in that,
inventions.
in the world of the 10-foot alien in Miami, is the manual on how the Lakers can return to the
my
in-season
God.
tournament
So
Lakers,
Mason,
which
5
starts
years.
tonight.
The
I think they're
ISG
winning
Lakers.
tonight.
I do too.
They are gonna win.
5 years, Michael.
If some rocket engineer comes and says, "Listen, we got a means to go to Mars," would you sign up and go to Mars?
No.
That's years of. That's a different question.
But would you go if you could? One-way trip.
I would not.
They have terrible internet there. No, I
Right.
would.
Well, did you see?
Michael, I'm dead serious. I have one question. They have golf courses there?
No.
Then I'm out.
But
Yeah.
you can hit the ball.
Did you
a
see?
mile.
Did you see Matt Damon there trying to grow potatoes? I mean, come on.
Potatoes and-
Yeah.
A lot of people have signed up for it. Though. One-way trip.
No.
That's a dumb.
A different
Why's that
galaxy or something
Right.
like an alien.
If aliens came and said we can take you to light years away, I'd say okay, that's
you're not
cool.
coming back.
You know what? If aliens come, like you
Maybe they
say,
could bring
and
you back quick.
You open.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. They won't take you because they're not going to find anything in your brain.
I mean, they're looking. The aliens are looking here, and they're like, "Yo, Earth season 2024 is pretty wild right now."
Yeah, Michael, they're going to do exploratory surgery on your head and see if they can find a brain.
Yeah.
Good luck. I've been looking
Don't
for
encourage
20
him.
years.
Don't encourage Pepe.
I was just chipping in with Pepe.
Why are you fist bumping on that, Pepe?
So Shadano, you got a lot of. First of all, you dressed up. Or are you doing a game?
I am doing the game
You're
today.
doing a game. Yeah.
He will be there for the resurgence starting tonight.
What happened in the Miami game? Do you see how fast Miami gets on the floor after made baskets?
Yeah.
My goodness, the pace they play with is impressive.
Yeah, you used to rip their coach because you didn't realize he was the best coach in the league.
Me?
Yeah.
I never said that. Oh,
Yes,
you talking
you.
about Spoelstra? I thought it was about right. No, I thought he was good, but the best, better than Steve Kerr's got 4, twice as many as him.
Doesn't matter. Steve Kerr's also had better players than him.
I would take if I could take anybody, I would take Spoelstra.
Me
too.
I mean,
he's that good.
So John brought up a great point yesterday. He was talking about how, what is it, 2 minutes into the game, he's
leaping out of his chair,
calling
screaming
plays
at his players for not picking up full court.
And I said, look who he learned from.
That's right.
The maniac you played for.
That's right.
I was just going
Let
to
me
tell
ask
you the same thing.
Miami plays that hard and disciplined because of Spoelstra or because Riley's looking over everything?
No, Spoelstra. It's Spoelstra's
Well,
team.
they're lockstep.
No,
too.
but right.
I mean, Spoelstra is a mini-me of Riley.
Right, but Spoelstra learned from Pat how it's supposed to be done. Pat does not get involved with that stuff anymore and hasn't for years. Yeah. This is Eric's show. Pat likes to say there's one voice. And he's kind of faded into the background. He does a press conference once or twice a year, the draft, the offseason. It's Eric all the time now.
Yeah, I love the way they play, man. They play with some passion.
Well, you're going to see the Lakers play that way tonight.
Oh, yeah.
The Lakers are the resurgence starts tonight.
And then you saw Hood Schifino go out there. I couldn't believe they put that poor kid in that position.
He's a first-round pick. Let him
And then
play.
he got blocked by Jaquez, right?
I mean, and he just looked like a deer in headlights, the poor
yeah,
kid.
he played
And
6
I think he
minutes
could be a good player, but it's tough.
He's 19. Give him time.
Right. Hey, Shadano, I got a huge favor to ask.
Oh, yeah, sure.
You're going to stay
You want me
for
to call
another
Chris Ward?
Yeah.
No, Chris already
reached
treated
out to
me.
you?
Yeah, I
All
reached
right,
out.
good.
You want him to work an extra hour and a half for you?
No. I am about to drive an hour and 15 minutes home.
Okay. You want us to entertain you?
Stupidity.
Okay,
I need
I got Chris and
entertainment.
Greg.
I need stupidity.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to get it.
Yeah, it's Chris and Bergman with me.
And you're giving away a pair of Laker tickets.
I
for,
saw that.
Bibigo Ticket Friday.
Yeah, congrats to the guy Barrera who won.
Yeah,
on your
Gustavo
show.
Barrera won on our show, going to
Muy
Lakers
bien,
Clippers on Sunday.
Barrera. Muy bien.
See.
All right, coming up next for you as we roll on with this combo plate, it is Shadano, Morales, and Bergman. We will see you Monday.